Hey everybody, welcome to the September 27th edition of the Saving Progress podcast. I am always your host.
One of these days
Can't
we're
get
gonna...
through an introduction here without making a mistake.
It's because you're bad.
Intro us. Intro you and then intro us.
What does that even mean, intro us?
Introduce.
Intro us.
Is that introduce?
Yeah, what
It's
else
'cause
would
it-
it be?
you don't
Like
friggin'
Makes you
introduct?
sound like a marketing douchebag or
What
something.
it does.
It's like you're gonna introduct us. What does that even mean?
Introduct.
Introduce. Nobody said
Oh
introduct.
my god.
Well, I said introduct.
That's 'cause
what else would
you're dumb.
What else would intro mean?
I got an
Intro-
infection in my introduct last year. Had to go get surgery.
I'm very sorry that your mother touched you that way.
So me, Northern Lion.
Me.
Me grump.
Me, Ryan. Me, eat food. Wah, wah, wah.
Ooh, arrgh, ooh.
It doesn't sound like a dragon, man.
That's not a dragon, it's a monkey.
But
We
here...
already said that he was a dragon last
Yeah.
episode.
Well, this idiot did.
Northern Lion, the Northern Dragon.
Okay, we also have Josh Smith.
Hey, I'm Jay Smith.
Sorry, I didn't mean to out your first name there.
No, it is Josh. Some people do call me like Jay Smith. That's really not.
I told
J.
you, man.
Smith.
People are gonna get confused with that.
Yeah. you
When
were
we
right.
got recognized at PAX, a couple of people called Mike AL Fox.
Yeah, just AL Fox.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It was interesting.
So we've heard like first name, like calling him Mike, last name calling him Fox, but middle name, last name is a new permutation.
Really, I never would have expected that.
There he is in the wild, the elusive AL Fox.
I haven't gotten any Al's yet. I was always afraid somebody would be like, Michael Al Fox. Or Alf. I kind of want to be called Alf, to be honest.
Michael Alf Ox?
I've heard or seen people call you Mouth.
Mouth,
I
yeah.
like Mouth.
I like Mouth.
I do too. It's good. It's kind of mysterious.
It's nice to like read. I wouldn't necessarily say it's nice to hear. Like,
Oh, you should taste it.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, hey Mouth, get over here and I'll touch your mouth.
It sounds like some
sounds-
kind of like whipped ice cream or something.
I was gonna say like some kind of Scandinavian cuisine. Like we'll have like a nice little lutefisk and then a side of Mouth to finish it off.
That's,
It's like a
it's
marshmallow
nice creamy
cake.
substance. Tastes
Mouth.
good.
Mouth.
Going down.
Mouth.
Mouth.
Mouth. Mouth. Mouth.
Mouth.
Mouth. Mouth.
It just sounds worse the more you say it.
Mouth 2012.
The end of times.
I guarantee that's gonna get left in the comments. Anyway,
Oh, yeah.
I hear he's got a lot of administrative notes. So Michael A.L. Fox, Mouth Fox,
Yeah.
why don't you administer us?
Well, you know what? I said I was going to have some stuff in the last episode, but for those of you unaware, which is probably like 99% of you, because I'm unimportant in this world, I lost power in my house for like a week.
Oh, he lost powers.
How does a person lose power in that?
Well,
house?
okay, it didn't really get lost per se. We knew where it was.
Where was it?
It was in the ground. It just wasn't making it all the way to the house. Because, like, basically there's some kind of corrosion or leak, whatever. The power's leaking through the underground wire before it gets to the house. So we'll only get, like, a tiny bit of the power, and the rest just leaks out. So I couldn't use,
He keeps saying Canadian words.
Stop
House
it.
and out. I love you.
I don't like you anymore. Anyways, long story short, not enough power was coming into the dwelling to power my computer, my receiver. We had no running water. Couldn't do anything, so that kind of sucked. So I was in a hotel for like a week, which is all right, I guess.
How was that? Where'd you stay? The Hojo?
At the Gold Eagle Lodge.
Gold
man.
Eagle Lodge.
Hey man,
the
don't
pride
laugh.
of
They give you a
Saskatchewan.
free $10 voucher to the casino.
$10 what?
Voucher.
Oh,
I went
how
in.
was the casino? What's it called?
It's actually the first time I remember being in there, and it's not good. It's like, okay, I'd probably say 75% of the slot machines are 1 cent slot machines.
Wow.
And then there's like $4 slot machines, and then there's like a few $5 ones, and they've got like a blackjack table and stuff.
Did you play blackjack?
No.
Did they have? I'm thinking like Vegas Vacation casinos here, and games like guess
Rock,
which
scissors,
number.
paper. Yeah.
Rock, paper,
Rock, paper,
rock.
scissors. We went over
Rock,
this.
paper, scissors.
No, they only have like a blackjack. I think they had Texas Hold'em, roulette wheel. They had like 3 or 4 tables at most, and everything else was slot machines. It's pretty dirty in there. I can see why Stan got in a fight. It's dirty. And people like
Stan, friend of the channel.
Stan.
people don't. Oh yeah,
I
people don't know
love
about Stan.
how your roommate is in existence, and he is awesome.
I don't know. Some people don't think he exists because he's too awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know. We got more trouble around the homestead. The friggin' chickens. We leave the garage door open when we go to work in the morning. They're wandering further and further, and now they just come and hang out in the garage, and they shit all over it. I don't understand. There's like 6 fresh turds every time we come back from work.
Why
don't you
just
keep
put
them-
keep them penned or like put a gate up or close
No,
the garage.
we don't need to. They stay within the yard. It's just now all of a sudden.
Why do you leave the garage door open?
Let it air out, man.
What do you air in?
What?
What's going on?
I can't tell you. I can't tell you. No, we're
Like,
just
have, like,
honestly,
goalie
hot
pads in
steaming,
there or
like,
something?
honestly,
oranges in there,
we're just
and
too
you just gotta
lazy.
air it out.
We open it up, we get in the car, and we just go. You know.
Do you have a garage door like remote wireless closer?
When I got here, there are still 2 of them, one for each garage door, sitting on the workbench, but they have to be installed. But they are like ancient garage doors, so it would take a lot of fiddling to get them
What do you
to
mean
work.
anxious? Like they're made out of papyrus or something?
Ancient. Did I say anxious? I meant to say ancient.
No,
Or it's ancient, yeah, sorry.
No, it's okay.
Ancients.
Ancient. Anyways, long story short, we just don't want to install them. You know,
Good.
Well,
admin.
now you've got to air it out because it smells like chicken shit in there.
this is true. It's a catch-22.
Yeah,
It didn't have to be. You let
Yeah, it was
be.
a catch 0. It was caught.
We made it a
until-
catch-22. I don't know. Wait, maybe it's only a catch 11. I'm not sure. Either way, long story short, wasn't really a long story. I made it long. Whatever. But no administrative notes because I wasn't home to work on stuff. So at least not on my end.
I've got an administrative note.
Do it.
Hey,
Hey, everybody listening to this should go join the forums, forums.savingprogress.com.
That's a good one.
I agree.
Been a little bit lazy myself on posting there, but I'm trying to get back into it. We've got some good threads, such as, is Michael A.L. Fox a stealer of fashion?
I saw that one.
I wasn't aware that he was.
That
I'm
was
not.
a crazy thread. That blew my mind the first time.
Yeah,
I am
I
not.
thought that he posted that picture specifically for me when I asked him to show me his.
Yeah, me
his,
too.
boob.
It was.
And here it lies. It was all a lie.
It was a 2 birds with 1 stone scenario.
Oh, you.
And it was, when I was looking at it, I was doing like my own CSI work, because I was like comparing the actual order and color of the stripes, and I'm like, holy shit, that is the same shirt.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
What, did people think I went and just bought the shirt after seeing that guy's picture, or what?
No, we thought it was just like an unbelievable coincidence.
Oh.
That 2 of the same pictures existed.
Oh, I see.
You cleared it up for us, but if you want to solve the mystery for yourself, forums.savingprogress.com.
You can see Michael L.
Yeah, maybe it's just a cover up. Maybe there's some loose ends I didn't tie up. I don't know. Who knows?
You
I got a
should cover up
tight end.
that loose article of clothing.
No.
Loose ends.
You wanted to see my
Loose
nipple.
ends, the Michael A.L. Fox story.
That'd be good. That'd be a good conspiracy show title.
Loose ends?
Yeah.
Conspiracy
It
slash
sounds
porno.
like someone's just taking a dump every day.
Okay, you guys want to hear like a really gross story?
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously it has to do with saving progress.
Okay, so you guys know I work the power industry or whatever, sort of. And anyways,
Which makes the irony of your house being powerless so much better.
hey man,
Why didn't you just bring some home?
I had nothing to do with the wiring in this house. Let me just tell you that. Anyways, so I used to work at one power plant, and this guy that I'm telling a story about does not work there anymore because he was like actually legally declared like insane, had to see kind of like a psychiatrist and stuff. Dude was just really weird. He wouldn't shower like ever, like really gross and stuff like that. This one time, he threw a ham into the dumpster at work, and then one of the coworkers later found him back in the dumpster, pulling it back out.
Was it a rum ham?
It was the full, the full thing of ham. I don't know. Like you buy turkey, or what do you call it? Christmas ham.
Yeah, you buy a ham.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You don't buy
all
a
ham.
turkey.
Anyways,
Yeah,
that's
you
not
buy
the
a turkey like
that's-
you buy a ham.
That's not the gross story.
Oh,
That's pretty gross. He just ate a ham.
I know.
it's pretty gross.
I'm guessing his logic was like it didn't fit in the company fridge or something, so he had to
No.
find a place to keep it safe.
He just,
No one will eat it if I put it in this garbage bin.
Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
I think that might actually be, he's keeping it storage. But this one time, he would always tell the one other guy that he used the ladies' washroom because the power plant had like 20 employees or whatever, like 19 of which are dudes, and just the one female admin lady. So she, hardly ever use the washroom. He could have his privacy, do his thing and stuff. This one time, he was in there, and the lady walks in, and he's like bent over, and like with his ass looking towards the mirror. And
What?
he was stuffing like a piece of his intestines or whatever back. Apparently, some of it,
my
like he
God,
shat some of it
what?
out. And he was telling the other operator, and he's like, the operator's like, dude, you should probably go to the doctor if you've got meat hanging out of your ass.
Meat hanging out of your ass.
Was it the ham?
No, I think it was probably some like parasite that he got from the ham that was just like destroying his body from the inside out. This is all true. I swear to God, I'm not fabricating this. This guy was that dirty. Like, that was a normal day for him.
Ham
What'd
from the
you do today,
dumpster.
Tom? Oh, just threw a ham in the dumpster, fished it out, ate dinner, and then stuffed my asshole back inside me.
How about you? How are the kids?
Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. Oh, and he
Well.
also tried to scam people by selling 5-year... No, he found a box of, like, Nestle chocolate bars or something at a dump.
In
Just
the
like,
dumpster?
yeah, like a dump.
Yes.
Not in a dumpster, at a landfill, sorry. This unopened box, like a cardboard box.
So it's like the place where dumpsters go to die.
a cardboard box full of like dozens of these Nestle, Crunch bars or something like that, right? I love
Well,
those.
they're obviously in their wrappers, right?
the Crunch bar. Yeah, they were all in their wrappers and stuff, but still, I mean,
He found them in the landfill.
found landfill.
No foul, man. Those wrappers can.
Didn't stop anything, yeah. Plastic is just impermeable.
If Breaking Bad, man, plastic, acid can't eat through it, so
I think I figured out how he got this parasite if he's just hanging out in dumpsters and landfills.
Don't tell him.
Like, do you think he got a lead on this chocolate bar box? Like, he was a store owner or something. He's like, hey, man, I just threw out like a box of chocolate bars. You can go down to the landfill.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise
I think
me.
someone actually like told him like a week before that like they threw away this box of like chocolate deliciousness, and so he just stalking like the garbage man until he finds the one where he just the pile.
Or I like the hypothetical situation where he goes into the same store every day and like watches the box of chocolates and keeps a note of its expiration date. You're just like, hey, you sell many chocolates this week, Dave? Why do you ask, Tom? No reason.
Oh my god. Okay.
Anyways, to finish the story,
Oh, I thought it was done.
the reason they were in the landfill, I guess, was because they were expired for like 5 years. I don't think they were in the landfill for 5 years, but they had been 5 years past expiration date. Somebody was just like, fuck it, throws them out. He gets them, brings them into work, starts giving them out to people without telling them
Man.
where he got them
Oh.
or that they were expired. And the one guy eats one, and it's just like a fiery volcano, a torrent of just like the most vile shit spewing forth from his ass for like the next 2 days, apparently. And
Did you
then
investigate? And is
then
that how
he
you
talked
know?
to the guy. He's like, hey, that chocolate stuff, where'd you get that? And he's like, oh, yeah, I found it. Like, then he told him, like, it was like a perfectly normal thing. Like, this guy thought it was perfectly normal to eat chocolate that was expired that long and from a landfill. And the dude just, like, flipped on him. He's like, are you kidding me? You can't do that.
How hasn't your company fired this?
No,
man?
he definitely, they wanted to fire him, and I think they they sent him away for a while, and then to get help, and then I think he actually got fired because he tried to like sue the company or some bullshit too. I don't even remember, but dude is notorious for being weird and nasty.
All right.
Well, that's
stuff.
Crazy.
Good stuff.
Hey, thanks for the admin notes, Fox.
You are welcome.
All right. So, video games. It's been 2 weeks since our last podcast because, again, the Mr. Power industry here had no power in this house. So let's talk about what we've been playing. I know that at least two of us have been playing some Borderlands. Maybe we'll save that for we'll talk about that towards the end of the now playing session because I'm sure we'll all have something to chime in on there.
Sure.
Cool. Josh, why don't you clue us into what you've been playing this last 2 weeks?
Okay, surprisingly not too much. Hasn't been too varied, but I will say I've been playing and enjoying myself playing Faster Than Light, FTL.
Yeah.
Super fun game. I'm not very good at it. I think I made it to the last world, and that was, amazing. I think it was only like my third or fourth time playing through it.
No, that's pretty good.
I got there, and I just got my ass obliterated, and I kind of...
Loose ends.
Yeah, loose ends just everywhere. And that seems to be like the current trend for me in that game. I just, I don't know. I mean, I'm playing on normal. I can't bring myself to play easy. That's just not something I want to do.
I'm with you, man.
But I kind of want to experience the game more. But it's something that I'll have to deal with in the future. But yeah, fun game. And I enjoyed playing it.
Yeah, FTL's been eating up a lot of my time as well. It's one of those games, I think more so than Spelunky and Isaac, the progression in FTL is way more luck based. So it's like heavily dependent on getting good conditions so you can pick up a bunch of scrap. It's dependent on picking up, some kind of like extra weapon that's pretty good. But beyond that, I'm getting a little bit better every single time. I used to probably average 20 minutes, 30 minutes, maybe like a Sector 4, Sector 5. Now I usually get Sector 6, Sector 7, Sector 8, which is the last one. Mm-hmm. And I've made some progress in that final sector. I don't want to spoil anything, but it is not simply a case of going there and then fighting the final boss and then it's over. There's a little bit more beyond that.
Right.
And it becomes even, if you're fighting the final boss and you think it's hard, it gets several factors or several orders of magnitude harder.
Oh, thank God, because
I
got
right?
to the final boss. So, super happy fun times for me.
It's a hard game. It's harder than... Well, I mean, it depends on what your goals are in Spelunky, but I think it's harder than Spelunky, and I think it's much harder than The Binding of Isaac as well. So in terms of roguelikes, that's a tricky one for sure.
When was the last time you lost in Isaac?
I lose in Isaac now and then.
Really?
I would say I probably... It depends on what your definition of lose is, because they keep... every time there's an update, there's a new final boss or two added. Mm-hmm. So, even when I lose, I usually beat the first two final bosses, which was, originally considered a win. Mm-hmm. I'd say I'm probably 50-50 now, in terms of beating the whole game.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I guess, I didn't stop watching completely, but I got to, one of the earlier episodes of the chest.
Yeah.
And I saw you getting there, so I don't know. I mean, I guess that's your current end game as opposed to Isaac regularly.
Yeah, it used to be beat mom, then it became beat mom's heart, then it was beat Satan, and then it became beat Isaac, and now it's beat blue baby in the chest.
Mm-hmm. Pretty crazy, man.
Game's hard.
I try playing Isaac every once in a while, and that is another one of the games I've been playing, and I can't do it. I think I beat mom. That was the last, that's as far as I got so far. I don't have too much time in it, and certainly not as much invested as you do.
Oh, you don't have 212 hours?
No, not yet. But yeah, it's challenging, and I mean, it's a huge commemoration to you to be able to get, as far as you do every damn run, when I'm just getting stomped by these asshole little larva creatures that eat me.
Those were my first least favorite enemy. Now it's no problem.
All right, yeah. So yeah, Binding of Isaac was fun too.
There's just some in Isaac you learn certain ways to, I'm not going to say game or exploit the system, but you learn certain patterns of things that you should do, and beyond that, once you get those down, it's just a matter of getting. There's probably 3 or 4 items that show up fairly frequently, and it's just a matter of learning how to use those. If you can get enough health upgrades to get a deal with the devil and then pick up brimstone or mom's knife or any item that allows you to fly, you're going to find yourself in a really good position, which is basically how most of my runs go now, is just like get health, get mom's knife or brimstone, which are super high damage items, and then just carry yourself through to the end.
I'm having trouble getting money in that game.
Yeah.
What?
And is it just like luck based like all the time? I mean, the most I could do is just like look for secret rooms.
Shoot the poop, man. Shoot the
like
poop.
wasting bombs.
Yeah, Mike Fox is right. Shoot all the poop and all the fires.
Oh, I do that.
Probably
and
like once every 10 poops, once every 6 poops, you'll get a cent.
Yeah.
Wait, I say something funny?
I want all the money, all of it.
Well, it's like you gotta choose too, man. Like you can't in Binding of Isaac, you rarely get runs where you get a lot of money, a lot of keys, and a lot of bombs.
Right? Yeah.
Keys are the worst. If you're lacking keys, like your run is screwed. But
yeah.
You just can't get through any doors.
Exactly. The money's not super bad usually, but
yeah. All right.
Good game. I'm excited for the remake.
Yeah.
Is it really going to be 8-bit?
It's it's not gonna be Flash based. I know that. That's actually, which is gonna be good for performance issues and stuff, from what I hear.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be made in C#.
Yeah, maybe that rings a bell.
I guess it doesn't really matter.
Well, no, not per se. It's just like when I first saw, I saw videos of you playing before I ever downloaded it or played it for myself. I thought, oh, that looks like a pretty simple game, right? Or like I'll run it on my laptop or whatever. And then I remember, we did a first few of the Isaac 101s, and they went up on your thing, and I understand you render it in a slightly lower setting because you do so many of them, and it saves time.
Hey.
Either way, it's not a knock. It's important to the story. So I just maxed out whatever settings on my computer because I'm not pumping them out as frequently, right? And then it went up on your thing, and people are like, oh, you must have a beastly PC or whatever, and apparently the Flash, the way the game is done up, it just fucks with your computer. So I don't know. I'm excited. At least it'll.
Well,
maybe...
it's not. Is it made in Flash? I think it's made in Java.
Is it Java? I thought it was Flash.
I thought it was Flash.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't know.
Minecraft's Java.
I know Minecraft is Java.
You might have thought it was Flash. Who knows?
I don't think Minecraft is Flash, man.
You just did.
There's no way Minecraft could be Flash. Either way, I'm excited, even just for maybe performance, reasons, and just it's like a good second chance to, tweak shit.
I bought at PAX I bought a couple of Edmund McMillan shirts. I bought the Meat Boy shirt and the Wrath of the Lamb shirt.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool, but then the Edmund McMillan store that he kind of co-runs with his wife for content related to his games opened back up, and I bought a signed 16 by 12 Binding of Isaac poster.
Very cool.
Man.
Was it you that did the interview with him while playing the game, or is that something else I'm thinking of?
That was me.
That was you. You did that.
Who'd you think
awesome?
It was?
No, I mean, I don't know.
I did it.
I'm just making sure that happened. Did he
happened.
because when he signed your autograph, did he, say anything special according to you or what?
No, I bought it online.
Yeah, but can't you say something like, hey, in the notes, there's no who do I make this signature out to, or it's just his signature and no message.
I don't know. I just bought it. Now you got me all confused here, discombobulated. Should I have said,
Yeah. I mean,
it's happy
see
birthday,
if you could personalize
Ryan.
it. All right. So for instance, a friend of mine and yours, he got me, he got into contact with Adam Sessler.
Right.
And so he got Adam Sessler,
friend of the channel, Adam Sessler.
Friend of the channel, Adam Sessler. He got him to sign and personalize a portrait or a picture for me, and so that's what he got me for Christmas one year. And so it says, to Josh, you're the most coolest man of all time. But it doesn't really say that. I think it's just hey, Josh. And then it says, his name or something like that. Adam Sessler's. Anyways, you could personalize it, and you should have got it personalized because you actually know the dude. Sort of.
Well, when it comes, I'll just write the personal message above it.
There, yeah.
I'll just write, thanks for giving me all the inspiration. I wouldn't be here without you, Edmund McMillan.
I like that. Yeah, I'm cool with that. You can do that.
Me
and
too.
then resell it.
Sure. Sell it to me.
All right, it's $200.
Yeah, okay, that's worth it.
I think you get a good industry going here. The poster only cost me like 16.
Yeah, there you go. It's a good markup for you. Congratulations.
Yeah. Binding of Isaac's a fun game.
Binding of Isaac is a fun game.
I've
It's a
heard of
very
it.
fun game.
What is not too fun of a game that I played is the Ravaged beta.
You gonna shit talk Ravaged already? Huh?
I haven't played it yet, man. Don't.
It's interesting. I mean, I didn't really have too much fun with it. I'm not gonna say I
Well, when did you play, and what was the server population like?
did. 2 days ago,
Okay.
and the server was like 18 out of 32.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa, what time were you playing at?
I don't know what time, like 7 p.m. ish.
Was it on Sunday?
No, it was
Sunday, bloody
Monday was 2 days ago.
You were playing on
Maybe
Monday?
either yesterday or the day before.
Okay, because let's talk about Ravaged for a second. This is an upcoming multiplayer first-person shooter on the PC, and if you
with
buy
vehicles.
right, if you pre-order the game, you get access to the like beta, which it's in right now.
Right.
Now, here my experience with Ravaged so far, we got a bundle of codes, so we all have the opportunity to play. And my experience with Ravaged so far has been there's nobody online.
Oh.
So like I've played probably for about an hour and a half total, and I've never been in a server with more than like 7 or 8 people. So I'm kind of reserving judgment on the game
Okay.
until I can play in a big server.
Sure.
So I don't know. So far, I've enjoyed it to a certain extent. It's
There's nothing lasting about my impressions with this game. It's easily forgettable in my opinion. I mean, I don't want to trash talk it because I feel bad because it's in beta. It's like
Right,
it's
it's not
still a
out
work in
yet.
progress. Right, it's still not out. I want it to be good and I want to enjoy it, but it was laggy for me.
okay.
And I have a good connection, and it was hard for me to tell the difference between my team and the other team, and the vehicles handled like not very good.
Yeah, they handle a little funky. You know what?
Yeah.
It reminds me a lot of like Unreal Tournament 2004, where you're just like you spawn and there's just like 1,000 vehicles around you, and you're like,
Right.
well, like 10 years ago, that was really impressive. It was like everyone rushed for the plane.
Right, and
But-
that's what everyone does. They go for the helicopters.
Yeah, I can't fly that, by the way.
I didn't even try. I don't want to be that guy who goes in the helicopter and just flies away from everyone else.
No, I guarantee. Like, I'm not saying you're bad. I'm just saying, like, it's difficult to learn. You're probably going to crash like 10 times before you figure it out.
I guarantee. Like, I'll crash on purpose. I don't even care.
And I don't know if you can get a second person in. But anyway, yeah, there's all sorts of vehicles. There's like an ATV, lots of cars, and like tank type things.
Right.
It's class based as well. So like you're playing as 2 teams, and each team has like kind of palette swaps of the same classes. So you have like an assault class, a support class, sniping class, like a heavy weapons class, and there's I don't know, scout. Yeah, like a recon class.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm still reserving judgment until. When I was told by the developers that if you really want to like get an active game, you should play on Sundays between like 3 and 9 Eastern time, because that's when the developers play, and that's when like other people come on to ask them questions and stuff like that. So I'm probably going to try to play a little bit around then, and maybe form more of an opinion then. But for right now, I definitely would say like because it's $25, I think. Probably like hold off on pre-ordering it until you can be sure that this is going to actually have a community surrounding it, because there's no single player component at all.
Yeah, I got the code on Monday, and I played it yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was Tuesday that the servers were pretty hopping for whatever reason.
Weird. I was playing last night. I guess a little bit later, like I don't know, like 7:38, and I
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Weird. I don't know. Maybe there's different servers depending on where you are geographically, but I don't think the game's community is large enough to warrant that yet.
Let's invest in Save and Progress server.
Probably not for that game.
Yeah. I wouldn't.
High risk but high reward, man.
Well, I've talked about like picking up a server for some
CS:GO.
game. Yeah, I was gonna pick up one for Global Offensive. I still think that might be a cool idea.
I agree with that.
Although now I kind of want to get one for Natural Selection.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Really?
That'd
We'll
be
talk
cool.
about that a little bit later.
All right, we will talk about that. Another code that we received was, well, I mean, I got it from you.
Right.
Was Guns of Icarus
Online.
online.
Don't
Beta.
confuse it with the offline version,
Right.
which doesn't exist.
I couldn't even play it. There was literally no people online for me to play.
Yeah, same issue. I signed in for like 4 minutes. It was like,
Right.
oh, there's like 3 people in this game, and I can't get in. So
Really? Yeah. So
That's something I think we're gonna have to coordinate. Maybe play like a game together or something like that. So
yeah, that sounds fun.
That's good.
It's a steampunk game. Is that? Am I along?
I think you're it's steampunk and you're on like a floating airship.
Yeah,
and it's a shooter.
You need a pilot and like 3 crew members to be on a team,
Right?
or at least 4 pilots to fight against each other, and that's how you get a game going.
Oh, so you need like 16 people?
No, you only need 4. You only need 4 pilots, but to have a full crew for everybody, I think you would need 16.
Ah, okay, I see.
Yeah, so I don't know. I have no idea how the game works or operates, but it looked kind of cool. I mean, customization was there a little bit, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I'm with you.
I need to find out more about that game, I guess.
We'll see what the heck's going on with that once we.
Once we figure things out.
Yeah, I agree. I spend a little bit of time with Ravaged. Community's not large enough for me yet, or I've been looking at the wrong servers to really form an opinion. And Guns of Icarus Online just have spent no time in the game at all.
Right.
Big ups to those developers though for sending me a ton of codes each.
Yeah, I mean,
nice.
I want to. I mean, before I pass judgment, I would like to at least get in the game with some friends and some actually community, or have some sort of idea what's going on. But yeah, it was Ravage was all right. I would say, I guess.
The mechanics don't feel as tight as something like Counter-Strike for sure.
For a game that is based around vehicles, they just didn't control as how I wanted them to. So you're actually controlling the movement and the steering with WASD, as opposed to pointing your mouse in a direction and the vehicle automatically going in that direction. That's the kind of stuff that I enjoy. Like, that's the easier kind of mechanic for me for driving games, or if driving is a part of a game, similar to like Halo's Warthog or Borderlands 2 even.
Well, it's funny because like when you first get introduced to those vehicles in Borderlands 2, I was trying to use A to like steer, and like A and D to steer left and right, and then I got used to the mouse thing, and then I get into Ravage, and I'm like, you have to use A and D to steer left and right, and I'm like, oh, this is like I'm never happy. The grass is always greener on the other side. I think games should like PC games should allow you to use both.
Right.
But I don't know how if that's like feasible from like a programming standpoint, but anyway.
I don't know. I would just prefer the old mouse. I'm cool with that.
Yeah. Just W mouse.
Yeah, W mouse. It seems to, or an S if you want to stop.
No.
Or there is no stopping in Northern Line drives.
No brakes. Yeah.
No brakes.
Boost.
Use the boost to get through. Yeah, so I was jumping around in that game off like hops and stuff, like little jumps.
Yeah.
And I had a dude, and one of the game modes is like you have to steal the canister from the other person's base.
Oh man, you've been playing on all these weird servers. The only game mode I've encountered is like capture the points, basically.
Oh yeah, that was the first one I went into, and then the server switched gears, and then we did this, steal the canister mode.
Yeah.
So I'm in this vehicle with like 2 other bros, and we're just, I'm driving and I'm heading towards the canister, and we get the canister, and so we're trekking on back, and I'm going over some like little minor jumps and stuff until, I go over, this ridge, and I come down like partially like on the nose of, my car, but I wasn't like, driving crazy or driving super fast, and the car exploded, and I was like, in a postmodern world where these cars are made of like scraps and pieces, shouldn't explode like this. Well, I don't want them to explode like this. They should be like more durable. I mean, they're going over like sand dunes and everything like that, so I would imagine they would have a nice suspension on them, or at least able to go over simple bumps.
You have a class that you like in that game?
For one reason or other, I tried Sniper. I don't understand why the crosshairs don't actually cross in the middle.
I think that's to handicap it so that...
There's no sway, I'm pretty sure. There's no sway, and so maybe that's what they do to combat it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got a few headshots, which was unbelievable.
I played as the sniper, and I think like it's super easy to get like long range kills.
Yeah. Okay, I'm glad that I wasn't the only one. And the other class is like the assault class with the big machine gun.
Yeah.
And half the time I didn't use the machine gun because he has a sweet melee weapon. It's a bat with a bunch of nails sticking out of it.
I think every class has the same melee weapon.
Oh, damn it, don't tell me that. I thought it was so cool. I was like, yeah, look at this awesome bat, like beating the hell out of people. I got a lot of kills with it because I think I fought a lot of people that were using rocket launchers.
Oh, yeah.
And they wouldn't be able to aim them. And if I got close enough, they would be too scared to shoot them because they'd have to shoot down and pretty much commit suicide. Mm-hmm. So I got a lot of kills that way. So... Yeah, that was fun.
I spend like most of my time with the sniper class, and I find like even up close, like the sniper rifle is way too easy to get kills with. Like it's always one shot kills if you hit them in the head, and it's pretty easy to get them from afar. Even though, like you said, like the points, the hairs on the proverbial crosshair don't cross. Yeah. So like the further away someone is, the harder it is to line them up because you can't actually see where your shot's gonna go. But I still found it like super easy to get like incredibly long range kills. You know what I do like about that game is there's really good like sound effects. Like you can hear like explosions off in the distance, and it kind of sounds like they realistically would. I think if they were that far in the distance, and like the cracks of the sniper rifle change depending on how far away you are from them. So I don't know. I like the sound design, but everything else I'm kind of reserving judgment on for now.
Right. The game just needs a little bit more polish right now. I feel before I can properly pass judgment, but right now I don't know. That's just it's all right. Jay Smith's official opinion. It's all right.
It's all right. Should point out that it's still pre-release, so
exactly. And so there's still opportunity for them to get in there and fix anything. So
exactly.
Cool. Hey Foxy, how you doing? All right over there?
I kind of want to play Ravaged and all that shit so I can talk about this stuff with you guys. I guess.
All right. Well, you gotta hold on one more second. I got one more for you. I was playing Depth Hunter. Are you familiar with this at all? It's a scuba diving game.
Oh, Depth Hunter.
It's actually more like Depth.
I thought you said Death Hunter, and that sounded pretty cool. But
that does sound cool. Depth Hunter. It's like scuba / snorkeling.
There's like a missile, or there's like a mermaid holding a rifle on the front.
No, that is not it. It is like super kind of casual, I would say. It's just the game looks pretty great.
Yeah, I'm looking at the screenshots. It looks really like graphically really good.
Yes, I think it's Unreal 3 engine, but I'm not. Don't quote me on that, but you probably could. But there's not much going on. You have this spear, and you go swim in the water, and you spear the fish, or you can take pictures of the fish, or take pictures of the surroundings. There's like 3 maps, but you have to I guess, take a picture of fish and catch a bunch of fish to like progress in the game.
Okay.
There's certain missions that kind of you go underwater, you catch you have to spear 2 fishes, and then that completes that goal, and then you have to spear a brown or like certain kinds of fish. And
is that what this gun is? This gun is a spear gun.
It's a spear gun.
It's like a spear revolver.
It's like a spear with a rope attached to it, so you don't lose that shit, right?
Yeah. So like, is that a harpoon with? I don't know.
Yeah.
Sure. So
whatever.
You go down there and you can. It's not hard to spear the fish, all right? But what is hard is reeling them in, which doesn't make sense. I mean, you have this huge harpoon gun that you just speared through this piece of garbage fish, and you can't reel it because
fish, if you're listening.
Yeah, and I don't understand. There's the mechanics to like reel it in. I mean, you have to like scroll the mouse wheel and not scroll the mouse wheel and like move it in and out. I can't figure it out for the life of me, and I have no idea. And maybe I'm just an idiot, but I'd like to think that I could. I mean, I caught some fish, right? And I understood mechanics kind of, except they're still able to swim away from me probably 80% of the time. So I don't know.
Depth Hunter, it's available on Steam Greenlight right now.
Yeah, it's available on Greenlight, but I bought it through Desora.
Yeah.
And
$15, $20?
It was on sale for $13.
Nice.
Ooh.
Probably say not worth it unless you really like scuba diving and taking pictures, I guess. It's really casual in the sense that you could just jump in and play. If you figure out the mechanics to catching fish, let me know. I want to find out how to do that because I think I would enjoy it a lot more. Because like right now I can't progress anywhere because it's just difficult enough for me to catch the fish. But yeah, for $13. If you can't figure out how to catch fish, not worth it. Maybe if you can catch fish, it could be worth it. Depends on your fish prowess. But yeah, it looks so good, and that's why I initially fell in love with the game. That's why I wanted to try it out because it's an indie game that looks like really, really good, and the underwater effects are really well done, and even the fish effects too. I mean, they swim in schools, they swim alone. If you swim up to them, they'll run away or swim away, or whatever they do. Looks great. But I can't figure out some of the mechanics that go along with it.
I'm
Depth Hunter.
Yeah.
Not
Depth
worth $13 if you can't figure out how to catch fish.
Yes. Put it on the back of the box.
They should make
back of the box
they should make
a game that is digitally distributed.
Sure.
A Castaway game. They should do
Yeah.
that.
And
That'd
if
be
you
cool.
plant the seed, and the tree will grow.
Motherfucker, you need the wood to build a raft, so it's a good idea to plant some seeds.
He used the porta potty too.
Minecraft is kind of like a Castaway game. There's a
You just
genuine
pretend.
sense of loneliness sometimes.
But
No, seriously.
yeah, I get it.
My playoff
yeah,
thoughts.
that's,
You've been
that's
playing any good board games this week by candlelight?
No, they didn't have any at the hotel. They just have a jacuzzi and a pool.
Oh, okay. Big shot.
I didn't go and swim in them. I just don't want herpes or anything like
Yeah, of
that.
course, too busy. They're selling multi-million-dollar contracts.
I just watched a lot of what's that show we watch? Not Hoarders, the auction one, Barry.
Storage Wars.
Storage Wars. Yeah, I watched a lot of that.
I like that show.
It's a great show.
Yup.
Yup. I hate that the one dude who has the girlfriend.
Oh, Jared.
Yeah, she's just so annoying. She's like, why are you in this business? And she's like, oh, you want to spend more than $200 on a locker or on a unit? Are you freaking crazy? Like, that would drive me insane. Dump that.
I hate the guy whose voice sounds like he gargles like hydrochloric acid every day.
What?
Oh,
I was out there all 6 hours yesterday. If you're gonna mess with a gambler, you're gonna get snake eyes.
oh yeah, that guy. He's funny.
Is that the guy with the hat? Like,
No,
the
that's
guy?
He's
that's
taller.
Dave Hester.
And his son, is it his son or whatever that works with him sometimes?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's his son or whatever. Yeah, he's funny. Not really funny in like the funny way, just funny because he's an idiot.
Oh.
Oh, good show. But no, I did manage to play the other day. Play a bit of Worms Revolution. Thank you for the code.
Oh yeah. Well, thank Team 17 for the code.
You know what? I want to look up. Has Team 17 ever made a game that wasn't Worms in the
Let's
past?
check it out.
Yeah, because I was started to want.
Worms came out like 15 years ago.
It was on the N64. If that's any indicator how old.
Their latest news on their website. First off, you go to the website and the header is just Worms Crazy Golf. I guess that's another game they make. Latest news: Worms Ultimate Mayhem out now on PlayStation Store. Worms Ultimate Mayhem release date confirmed. Worms 2 Armageddon Mayhem Pack DLC available. New Worms collectible plush toy range launches. These guys, they're into worms.
The thing that pisses me off about Team 17 is like, I don't know. I don't want to say they're milking this cow for all it's worth, but really
They're milking.
they're milking it. It sucks though because I'm so nostalgic over. I played so much Worms Armageddon with my brothers. Played a ton of it in university as well. Like it was a great game to play. You got because you can share one controller or whatever, so you didn't need to have 4 controllers or anything like that. So it made it easier to play, and it's just fun as shit. So it was good.
Okay,
but
what's
On a
They
scale
have-
of 1 to 10, how fun is shit?
shit is real. It depends on the shit. There's a lot of different shit in the world. You got
They
runny
have
shit.
39 games in their gameography. 25 of them are Worms related. And then there's this Alien Breed franchise, which makes up another... Oh, the rest.
That's
So they have
wonderful.
25 Worms games and then 14 Alien Breed games.
What is Alien Breed? Does it kind of?
You got a good... Do you want me to check it out?
If you don't
Alien Breed
mind.
Wiki looks like it's regular aliens.
Alien Breed is an explosive science fiction arcade shooter that resurrects a much revered franchise with an epic story.
It doesn't tell me anything.
Oh, it's a twin stick shooter. It's like exactly like Alien Swarm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Either way, yeah, they did. They brought Worms Armageddon and shit to the Xbox Live Arcade. I was happy. Well, they brought the regular Worms as well. Then we got Worms Reloaded was released on PC. When was that? I
A
can't
year or
remember.
two ago? 2 years?
Yeah, something like that. And well, now we've got Worms Revolution, which is like, see, the thing is, there've been in the past they did a few 3D Worm games, and they just looked so bad. I don't know what it was, but they distracted me from. I prefer the 2D graphics. It's like when Monkey Island went from 2D to 3D.
Yeah.
Complete, like, it just ruined it for me. It just took away all the atmosphere for whatever reason. So, but this 3D game, you know, I was playing it, and you can tell that they've built it from the ground up. Got a lot of the same sort of mechanics, a few tweaks. One of the things I noticed was that when jumping, typically whatever the button may be for jumping, like on a controller, be X or something like that.
Yeah.
Hit it once, you jump forward, double tap it, and you jump backwards. But now you can actually, you hold in the one direction or whatever, and you can actually double jump forward too, because like a double jump obviously is higher. Before, if you wanted to double jump in a direction, you could only do a backflip, which was kind of confusing. I don't know. So I don't know if this is the first game where they've actually fixed that. It seems to be so.
It's still, like, my problem with Worms has always been the input mechanism. I love Worms, but the problem has always been, like, I will so often, like, mishit a button and accidentally, like, end my turn.
All the time.
And, like,
it's just, like, I'll accidentally end my turn, or I'll jump off a cliff and, you know, sink into the ocean or something.
And on a controller, it's
good.
bad enough. But on, like, the PC, it's like left shift is jump and right shift is enter the menu. And I'm just like, oh, man, I mess that up so often.
Space.
Yeah, it's like, which shift is it? Is it Need for Speed shift? I don't know.
Space is your action bar. Yeah, I when I started playing, for the most part, I was okay. Because it's not like there's a lot of controls, but I still accidentally, at some of the end of my turns, I would hit shift and like jump into a mine or something that I just plunked down. Kind of annoying. I want to see if I can map it to a 360 controller. Because that would be better. But I think another improvement, there's in general, because the environment has always been semi, destructible and stuff, which is it's a huge element in the game, but I like to see they have a little more going on now. Like, they had this kind of, like, wrenches and stuff inserted into the crust of the earth that you could kind of manipulate, and the water.
Like lighters and water bottles and stuff like that.
The puddles of water and stuff, too. You can use that kind of as a flow mechanism to carry away worms to lower parts. I thought it was cool. I don't know. But again, I've only played a couple matches, so I think they kept...
To be honest, you probably got the gist of it.
Yeah, well, it's being that I've been playing Worms for years, they have same items and stuff. It's just like a user interface, slightly, polished it up a bit, made it a little newer. Obviously, this one's 3D, but I don't mind a 3D here. It's just, I don't know. They're just recapturing the market, I guess. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean,
capturing the market 25 times.
Who's buying these Worms games? I don't know. Like, that Worms, I produced a video on it already, and it was pretty popular. So, I mean, there's a lot of Worms fans out there, and I guess I'm one of them. But I just wonder, like, this, to me, it's good. It's, like, a totally fine game, but it feels like 10% max different from Worms Armageddon.
Yeah, I agree, yeah.
And given, like, Worms Armageddon is, what, like, 10 years old, 12 years old now? Like... I'm just wondering who keeps buying the new Worms games when it feels like the old ones are probably still sufficient.
I think it's because Team 17 has been doing Worms for so long that they've actually managed to capture a new generation. Maybe that's why. It's like, yeah, there's a few of us that are going to buy the new releases of the games just because we can, and we're like, yeah, I loved Worms when I was a kid, maybe this new version is better. Oh, it's exactly the same, but... then really they're just ports to newer consoles and shit like that, so that these younger kids can, have access to them.
And the thing I tweeted about with Worms Revolution that I don't know if it sits well or doesn't sit well is that the game's only going to be $15, which is cool, but right. It's coming with the option for a $15 season pass for DLC.
Yeah, I saw that. Not a big fan. I mean, is it actually going to double the content in the game?
What is the DLC for Worms usually anyways? Like maps?
It's probably like maps and hats.
I've never bought DLC, I don't think. It's definitely not items.
Weapon? No, there was some. There were some new items for the Xbox Live Arcade version. In their DLC packs that came out.
Really? Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I know maybe there's stuff too, like with... because when you customize your characters and make your own teams and stuff like that, you can pick different accents or different hats and gravestones and shit like that. Mm-hmm. So maybe that's kind of included. I don't know. I know they have you can buy those little avatar picture things. And I actually did I downloaded you know how you can change the theme of your Xbox 360 dashboard. I bought a Worms one a while back. It's pretty fun.
You're so cool, man.
I like it.
How many points was that?
This definitely wasn't more than $5 or $3. Maybe it was $3 or $5, something like that. Maybe I could be way wrong. I bought it like 2 years ago, so don't quote me.
Was it worth it?
Oh yeah, definitely, absolutely.
Yeah, how much pussy have you gotten as a result?
You know what? You joke, but Worms is like one of those games like Mario Kart. Like chicks love to play that shit because it's pretty easy to jump into and fool around. You're like, oh, silly me, I rocketed myself, and then she's like fumbles over onto you and starts like kissing your neck, and you're like, oh yeah, and then you have sex. That's how it goes. I'm telling you, every time.
You probably just sold like 10 copies of the new Worms.
Check, please. No, I don't know. I just think it's a fun party game in general. It's pretty easy to pick up, but it's one of those games that I find it's easier because I was kind of concerned about using the ninja rope with the keyboard.
Oh man, I don't know what you're gonna say. I do not like using the ninja rope with the keyboard.
I don't like it, but it seemed maybe I just fluked because I only used it a couple times. But because you know how there's that thing when you're shooting up, and then you want to kind of.
Yeah, man. When I'm like, I really need some of my heroin fix, and I'm shooting up.
Oh,
Yeah,
stop.
Give me that ninja rope, man.
Gotta get the ninja rope.
Anyways, and then you do that thing where you basically makes it look like your guy's having like a spastic seizure or something like that. And then you kind
After
of
you shooting up with the ninja rope.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
seizure?
had that spastic.
Never mind. I just was kind of concerned of how that would work in the game, but I think they actually kind of tweaked the core mechanic a bit to.
Yeah, I can't do that anymore. Like, I can't get my guy to freak out and then break the physics and then like loop around these objects that I shouldn't be able to. Instead, it works exactly as it's supposed to, and that sucks.
It does kind of suck because
you can't do like the inverse ninja ropes anymore.
Yeah, you can't just like twiddle the analog stick until your ninja rope extends upwards against gravity as if it was like a ladder or something.
Yeah. Oh, that's too bad.
No, like you can still get where you're going, but it's for me it was easier, which is a bitch slap because I spent all these years perfecting the ninja rope, and you get these people who kind of half-ass played Worms and they weren't able to do that, and you'd be like, watch this, and then you do it, and they'd be like, oh man, and then you just go and kill them. But now
Except when I was playing with you guys and I would ninja rope like that, it would be like 20 seconds of the dude just seizuring, and then when it eventually worked and it wasn't supposed to, everyone's just like, oh, come on.
Yeah. That's my favorite thing about Worms over the Xbox Live Arcade is there's like a 5-second delay.
Yeah.
So
it was when we did the Saving Progress Arena for Worms. Like Fox would hit me, and like he would already know, but like 5 seconds later, I'd be like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, so it's fun, but anyways, I'm looking forward. We'll be playing some Worms Revolution, anyways, just to play it. I guess it's fun stuff. Show people our stuff, our packages,
Or banana bombs.
our units,
Our ninja ropes.
I like it.
I do too.
Me too.
I'm gonna show them my concrete donkey. It's good. Is the concrete donkey in the game? Because I heard mention of it in some of the
I haven't encountered
dialogue.
it so far.
Is the guy who voices the tutorials? Is that the dude from IT Crowd?
Yeah.
Are you just saying
No,
like you're
No,
joking?
that's
or
actually him.
Yeah.
it actually is him? Confirmed?
Yeah, confirmed Matt Berry.
Kill confirmed.
Because I love
People
his
got
voice.
pissed off at me because I said, instead of saying the mighty Bush, I said the mighty Bush. And instead of saying the IT crowd, I said the it crowd. And like half the comments were like, what the hell, Northern Line? Like, fuck yourselves.
Have you actually watched most of the show? Or
Fuck no.
IT Crowd is so good.
it is very good. I remember seeing it back in the first 2 seasons were out when we were in university. Fucking love that. It's so good.
I enjoy the hell out of it.
It's garbage.
It's great. It's not. Anyways, I think that's enough Worms talk, at least on my end. I don't know if you have anything to add about Revolution,
Show
right?
my concrete donkey. I like it.
It's a good one. Because concrete is hard. And
The old concrete donkey.
What else have I? Oh, it's on the. Well, just before we start, actually, I have it up right now. Faster Than Light. I downloaded that today finally because
You guys all call it Faster Than Light.
Or
It makes you
FTL.
sound like Ponce's. It's FTL.
I know it's FTL,
Yeah.
but I want it to be accessible because, like, people would be like, "What does FTL stand for?" You gotta educate the masses, man. Just saying.
Fart too loud.
What?
That was an FTQ.
That is.
Sorry, I farted with my hand. What was I gonna say? No, but yeah, I downloaded before because I've been getting a lot of messages and stuff like that. People saying, "Oh, you play Spelunky and stuff like that." Well, FTL is a roguelike game that you'd probably love, and it's space exploration. It kind of fits in with loosely with Kerbal Space Program. Not really at all. Just that they both take place with spaceships and shit. But anyways, I did the tutorial. I've got a little mission going on here. It's fun. I like it so far. And I'm probably. I don't know. I'll probably do a series on it. I think personally, maybe. It's just like you were talking about it earlier. Game is seems largely luck based, at least.
There's a lot of luck that goes into it.
Which I'm fine with. I think that keeps it interesting. I like games that can kind of frustrate me, as odd as that may seem. It's like, I don't know, some of it's based on skill. I don't want to talk too much about it because obviously I'm not an expert, but it just, I like it. I like it so far. I'm excited. It's going to get a lot of play from me, I'm sure. You seem to be pretty hooked on it.
Yeah, I probably got like 20, 25 hours in already.
Jesus, that's good. That's good. And it's $10.
Yeah.
That's
I think
cheap.
you can get it for like 13 with the soundtrack. And I've been considering, like, I got a copy through GOG, not through Steam. But I've been considering buying a Steam copy basically just to get the soundtrack. I'm sure I can get the soundtrack online, but it's one of those things where like FTL can make like a nice Christmas gift for somebody.
That's true.
That
Yeah.
is only worth $10.
It's worth a lot of hours of happiness, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got a good point. It's a gift you give to somebody that, you want to send a good impression, but you don't want them to think you spend a lot of money.
Right. You send it to that OCD friend that you had that can't stop until he beats the game.
Yeah.
I've got Pringles right here, man. I can't stop.
Once you pop, you can't stop.
That's what I hear. Is it true?
Yep.
As far as I'm concerned, there's only two states for a Pringles can. There's unopened and empty.
Yeah, he's not lying. I'll let you guys guess what flavor I'm eating.
Barbecue.
You don't know me at all, do you?
Sour cream and onion.
Yeah.
No.
There we go.
I was gonna say salt and vinegar.
Everyone loves sour cream and onion, man.
Sour cream and onion is good.
It makes my stomach feel weird. I don't know.
The salt and vinegar, I don't know what it is with salt and vinegar chips and dill pickle chips, but they like some kind of the acidity or whatever makes my like mouth skin and lip skin like get like that loose kind of feeling like it's just gonna fall off.
Oh, that love feeling. No,
Sometimes-
I don't even like salt and vinegar.
You guys are
I-
crazy. Salt and vinegar dill
no.
pickle are the best.
No, I love them. I love them. Don't get me wrong. It's worth the skin thingy, whatever it is.
It's worth the looseness.
It's worth the
You know,
loose-
the snack food that I don't understand how it still exists is sour Skittles. Like, they
Neat.
taste
They still
delicious,
exist?
but that shit will ruin your tongue.
Dude.
Like, it is the coarsest sugar.
Yeah,
I don't like sour stuff in general.
I like Warheads.
Oh, except Warheads.
too.
I remember back in public school, we'd always go down to the local like corner shop, and we'd all buy them, and then we'd bring them back.
Where'd you go to public school? 1910?
That's when.
Me and the boys would go down to the corner shop on our lunch break,
Old Man Fox.
pick up some hard
The
candy.
gang and I. Anyways, and we come back to school and we do this thing. We'd have competitions like if you made a sour face or whatever, you lost. So it was fun.
Wow, you guys are a hoot.
If they could make sour Skittles without the unbelievably painful sour sugar coating, like if it was just contained internally, I would be down with sour Skittles. No problem there. I would prefer them to regular Skittles, probably.
Nah. What about
I don't like Skittles that much. They're okay, though.
They're alright. I'm not a big candy person. I'm big on sweets.
I'm on your side there.
Yeah. I'm never gonna be a person to go out and buy candy.
Potato chips, delicious.
I might. Yeah. I don't even eat potato chips.
I'm a salt snacker.
Yeah.
I like. Oh my god.
You like nuts?
I enjoy mixed nuts.
Cashews, man. Almonds, walnuts, macadamia nuts.
Yes.
I don't like the macadamias, but I'm with you with the rest of it.
Macadamias are pretty healthy, though.
Pecans.
Pecans are nice. Oh, yeah.
Pecans.
Walnuts.
Yeah. Get them all.
You gotta stay away from the peanuts, though. First of all, they're not actually a nut; they're a legume. Second of all, they got those friggin' toxins in them, man.
Peanuts are good. Boiled peanuts are better.
They taste great. I'm not gonna.
What's a boiled peanut? Is it just softer?
Yeah, it's softer and it's saltier. I mean, it's pretty much you boil them in salt water, and oh my god, it's so good. And they have like stands and shit down in the southern United States. Like people like on the side of the road that just sell like boiled peanuts and like produce and stuff.
Wow.
And it's so awesome. And like a lot of times you could either get them like Cajun style or just like regular style. But yeah, they're probably like amongst like my favorite like snack food.
I do like nuts as a snack. They kind of have a reputation, I think, in at least where we're from, of being like an old lady snack.
Really?
Yeah.
Like that's like Werther's.
I love Werther's. True. Oh man, the barber I used to go to back in like the hometown
back in 1910.
Back in 1910. Every time you get your haircut, fucking a handful of Werther's, man.
Fucking
handful of Werther's.
They're so good, and the wrappers are gold and flashy. You feel like you got some bling rumbling around in your pocket. I miss those days.
You go to Walmart for the first time and you see that Werther's Originals are like $2 for half a kilo.
And some dude with a skullet is buying like a box full. Or just picking up some from the landfill. I don't know.
Who knows anymore? Landfill connoisseurs.
Oh, man. Alright, what else have I been playing? Well, I was gonna download, whatchamacallit, just before this. Actually, download Portal 2 first. I haven't played it ever, and Smith and I had been kind of going back on the idea of who was it?
Gabe Newell?
Ryan 50 or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, "Hey, you and Smith should do like a Portal 2 custom map kind of thingy." So I don't know. I'd just like to play Portal 2, I guess, and it'd be really fun, at least with one other person. Wait, it's only co-op, right? You can't do...
Yes.
2, yeah.
Yeah, it's co-op.
So, I'm, anyways, hoping we can maybe fashion up a nice play session and do some of that stuff. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, we'll touch some portals.
All right. Touch them with our concrete donkeys and...
That's right, man.
Some loose ends going.
There's that, and of course, more Spelunky, but I don't know, I've got a special, a decent video coming up tomorrow.
I think I've lost.
Well, it depends how you define lost.
Get to hell?
Yeah, okay, yeah. And since this won't be up until after, I think, my episode, so it's not spoiled, but I got to hell.
Must be nice.
Dude, I don't know if you saw the episode I put up today being Wednesday. Back-to-back Olmec runs. Fucking... And I was so close on both of those to getting to hell. And then I cut that episode after that. And then immediately after, I started another episode because I was just feeling good. And I got to hell right after that. So, it was a good string of Spelunky.
Kudos, Michael A. Alphonse.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've been wanting to play more Spelunky, but I'm waiting for that HD PVR 2 to get here so that I can play it, because I've been having like wicked desync issues. Like, record an episode of Spelunky, it'll be like 25 minutes video, and then the audio will be like 27 minutes, and it's like that situation from Contact, that Jodie Foster movie and Carl Sagan novel.
Oh shit. She thought she was gone for like 18 hours and or they had 8 minutes of static. That's what it was.
Yeah. She thought she was gone for like years or something.
Yeah.
Or no, like they had long footage.
It looked like she just fell through
so quickly. Yeah.
Like
anyway,
2 seconds.
They should have sent a poet.
That's my favorite line from the movie, man.
I didn't want to spoil it for anybody, but yeah. So I I have like 25 minutes of video and then like 27 minutes of audio, and I'm like, well, this doesn't make any sense at all.
Is it just with certain games or all games you do with the...
It used to be, I think it's like as one of my recording computers gets older, it gets worse. It used to be just with like 3D games, like graphically intense games. And then Spelunky was fine, but now it's becoming more common in the Spelunky videos.
Does your freaking computer have a half-life of a week or something?
I got a computer like almost 2 years ago.
I mean, I don't know. See, it's just odd for me because the HD PVR and any capture device, they always encode it before it gets to your computer. Your computer doesn't have to really do a whole lot of work. With
keep in mind, I bought this laptop for like $800 from an electronics market in Daegu, South Korea.
No, yeah, I mean, there's probably some weird hardware issue going on, but
HD PVR itself, as a piece of hardware, I think is absolutely beautiful. I'm excited for the HD PVR 2 to get here. It has HDMI recording capabilities, so I'll be able to use my real, basically, work computer to record, and should be able to play Xbox stuff more comfortably. Because what I've basically been doing is like recording the Xbox stuff with live commentary, praying that when I put it into Vegas, it lines up, and then when it doesn't, which is like 80% of the time now, having to do post commentary over top, which is like tripling my work hours.
That sucks. I had that happen once. Just my audio recording got screwed up when I was doing like an hour-long episode of Spelunky. It was almost an hour. And it was a good episode, too. I think I got to Olmec or some shit like that. And it's like, I don't want to not show people this because, it was a big deal to me. But I uploaded it anyways, and then like instantly 15 dislikes because it had no commentary. I was like, shit.
Yeah.
So I promised people in the comments, like, all right, tomorrow I'm going to upload it with post commentary. You sons of bitches. And they're like, yay! And then I got like 1 million likes when I re-uploaded it. So
it must be a record.
Wow.
Pretty
a lot.
pretty decent record.
I recorded a Borderlands 2 video yesterday, and it wasn't until after I did it that I realized I didn't record any audio. So I was just the most unhappy person, and I just deleted it. I was like, nope, not doing it. Not doing that one. Sorry, people. And it was funny because I left another one of my videos on sort of like a cliffhanger, and so there's going to be some explaining to do. Sorry, guys.
It's been explained.
Pardon?
It's been explained now.
Yes.
Just whenever anybody has a question about it, just tell them to watch the whole podcast.
Right. No, I like at the beginning of the next episode, I'll be like, so here I am in this new freaking setting. Here's what happened. So, yeah, whatevs. I'm not trying to do like a full like Let's Play for like Borderlands as well. It's just kind of gonna show like snippets of like my gameplay along the way. Like it's too big of a game to do every little thing. Yeah, and show it like and record it. But anyways, we'll get there later.
You got anything else you've been playing this week, Michael A.L. Fox?
Bitty bum bum. I can't think of any. Well, playing, the old standard stuff. I fooled around with space planes in Kerbal Space Program for the first time.
Oh yeah, new Kerbal Space Program update.
I haven't actually. I recorded this actually like a week or two ago, but I couldn't render it for my due to power problems and all that stuff. But I haven't done the update yet, which is very exciting because there's how many was it, like 6 new planet or 4 new planets, 6 new moons or something? Something like that. And it's getting pretty crazy, and they added new components. They've got those nuclear engines and stuff, and like if you don't like science, don't play this game because it's like you're not going to be able to play this game if you half-ass it at all. Like they actually have calculators online to help you. They tell you which what angle you want to be at, depending on which planet you're trying to go to and at what point in orbit it is, and like what your velocity should be and all this shit. It's pretty crazy.
Hey Ryan, remember that one time you just threw a bunch of rockets together and got into space?
Yeah.
Anybody can get into space. No offense, Ryan. Anybody can get into space in this game.
Thanks for joining us, everyone.
I'm just saying. It is fun though, even if you just want to kind of go into space. But like, landing it's like almost like an art. But once you get it, you get it. That's the cool thing about it.
You're a real dick.
I'm just saying, they should teach this game in like high school. Like, you know how they have certain like shooters they use to train army dudes? They should use this game for NASA. It's like a lot of people that work at NASA actually play this game and do quite well because they actually understand the mechanics of orbiting, the physics of orbiting. Just saying.
Oh yeah?
It'd be cool to actually have like a thing in high school where you could play educational games like this.
This and Bulletstorm.
Oh, that's a weak ass combo, Jimmy. Try it again. Come on, rip his legs off. Bulletstorm. That was a interesting game. I don't know, it's pretty graphic. Apparently, Fox News. I remember you did like a video on that way back when you were in Korea.
Yeah, those are the days.
Something like Fox News was like ravaging it and saying it's bad.
Yeah, I said it was murder porn.
Yeah. And then you said, "Fuck you, Fox."
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Make sure to like, favorite, and subscribe.
Anyways, no, I haven't been playing anything else. So that's my stuff. Hopefully I can get back up on the pony.
My oeuvre quickly.
Don't do it.
And then we'll talk about maybe Borderlands 2 and new releases, stuff like that.
Yes.
Sure.
Okay, is that fine?
No.
Yeah,
Right,
I like
good.
that idea.
Great. So
I'm gonna talk over you.
don't do it.
All right.
So we're 2 weeks. I was like, okay. So I played a lot of FTL. That should go without saying.
Right.
Torchlight
Faster
2.
than light. How is Torchlight 2?
It's real good. I like it a lot more than Diablo 3.
Did you play Torchlight 1?
Fuck no.
Oh,
Game's
I haven't
good.
played 2 yet, but yeah, I look forward to it, and you like it more than the second one, so that's cool. Or, excuse me, you like it... Wait, hold
He
on.
likes
You
it
like
more
more
than
than
Diablo
Diablo
3.
3, yes.
So I'm thinking
Okay.
Torchlight 2, I've played like almost to the end of the first act. But, like other stuff has come out that has just like dominated my time since then. So if you guys want to get Torchlight 2 a little bit later, who knows, maybe during like some kind of vacation type period or something, we could run through that together.
I would enjoy that.
I like it a lot more than Diablo 3. There's actually times in that game. First off, you can set your difficulty from the get-go, which is smart, and only stupid people would.
A basic mechanic of most games.
Yeah.
Or features.
Most games. Wink, wink.
Yeah.
Diablo 3. And I played on normal as opposed to hyper casual, which would be what I would describe the default mode on Diablo. And there's times on normal when I've actually, died and found myself in grave danger, which is a nice little change of pace. I actually feel like there's consequences in this game, and I'm not just like holding down the left mouse button the entire time. What's funny is that I'm playing a character that's like exactly the same as the character I played in Diablo 3. It's just like an assault class who just has like 2 brass knuckles and just punches the shit out of everything.
That's pretty badass.
Yeah, but I like Torchlight 2. That game's a lot better than Diablo 3, and everyone who disliked Diablo 3 but wanted a game in that same vein should go check that out because it's awesome.
Yeah, it was made by the guys who made Diablo 2.
Yeah, that is true. I got Tony Hawk's Pro Skater HD on the PC. We talked about that coming out on Xbox Live Arcade back in the summer of Xbox Live Arcade.
Yes, I enjoyed your video of it.
Yeah, the game's garbage.
Right, I was disappointed you didn't play France.
Oh, you like Marseille?
I like Marseille. It's good.
The thing with that, so the way that Tony Hawk's set up in the career mode is that like every level has like 8 goals or something, right? But the last level you unlock in HD is the level in Marseille, and there's no goals for it. So like once you unlock it, it's just like you do a run there, and then you're like, oh, I wonder if I got 6 score. Well, there is no 6 score, and there's like no skate letters and no hidden DVD or anything like that.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird.
It's like the final level?
Yeah.
And there's
no goals.
That's what they made. Do you remember the final level in like Pro Skater 2? And it was like Skate Man's like dreams or something like that. It was like skate park or like someone's like nightmare or something.
Were you like in the
Super
clouds
sweet.
or something?
Yeah, it was like in like space ish.
I remember because like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1, the secret level was Roswell, right?
Yes.
Which is neat. I don't remember the one from 2 though.
Yeah, 2 was, I mean, this big, like, open skate park, and it was, like, in space, and there was a bunch of cool shit. I mean, it reminded me of, like, I don't know. It was just really neat. Go freaking Google that shit.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
Planet Tony
but-
Hawk? Oh, no. What's that?
No. It was, I don't know. But Marseille was just, it was a regular friggin' place.
It was like the first level in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3, wasn't it? Or
I think it was in 2.
4? I don't know. Anyway.
I don't know. It was a normal level. Didn't have to do with anything.
Yeah,
Just kinda,
Yeah, and that's the last level here. Mm-hmm. So there's 8 levels or 7 levels, I can't remember. The big thing is that there's no multiplayer, which is mind-boggling considering that there's multiplayer on the Xbox version.
Right.
So there's no local multiplayer, there's no online multiplayer, nothing.
Why would they do that?
It's bad. Don't buy it.
It's bad. Don't buy it.
Yeah. So that's. I spent more time with that than I should have, just because of the nostalgia factor. But it's not worth getting. Mm-hmm. Got Dogfight 1942. You probably shouldn't get that either. It's like a half-assed World War II plane fighting game. Super easy, super arcadey.
Wasn't it like crashing your computer?
Yeah, it crashed my computer on the same level like 3 times to the point like I couldn't even Control Alt Delete or like Windows key L out of it. So like had to hard reset and hold the power button down, but I managed to get a video recorded by just not playing that level. And yeah, I would recommend probably not buying that either. Played Colorblind. It's a PC puzzle platformer, which is incredibly frustrating because rather than playing as like an avatar, like a man or a woman or a anthropomorphic animal of some sort, you play as like a car. It's 2D side scrolling. It makes it like real difficult to accomplish some of the objectives.
What's that?
I would recommend you don't buy that either.
What's that movie where the car goes around killing people? There's like an old one.
Maximum Overdrive?
Rocks? No.
Christie?
Christie, yeah, that's
Christine.
the one. Christine?
Christine.
Is Christine? And then there's a newer film where like some tire goes around killing people.
Rubber. I love Rubber.
I was about to watch that, but I didn't. But apparently it's like kind of comedy. I guess if a tire is rolling around killing people, it has to be a comedy.
Yeah.
But
It doesn't take itself very seriously at all. It's a super weird game. It breaks the fourth wall like
movie?
nonstop throughout the entire time. But yeah, it was pretty interesting. I recommend at least watching it. The cinematography is freaking spot on. It's so good, and it's so much better than pretty much like the caliber of the actual film itself.
I remember it's Skate Heaven.
Yes, that's it.
It's got like this huge ass half pipe in it.
Yeah, like everywhere.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Skate Heaven. I'm glad that you were looking for it as well. Did you find pictures of it?
Yeah.
I want to see it. All right, Skate Heaven.
Never mind. Skate Heaven.
Okay. Was it THPS2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Guy's playing a Spider-Man.
Oh, that's nice.
There's no Spider-Man in this one either. I mean,
Activision.
yeah.
Or no.
Well, like Neversoft didn't make it, and I'm pretty sure that Activision. I don't even know who published this.
Who has it anymore?
Robomoto made it, like developed it. I don't know who published it. Let's look into that.
Mm-hmm. Well, who has Spider-Man now?
Good question. The Amazing Spider-Man just came out on Steam, so I'll check.
Yeah.
Activision published Tony Hawk's Pro Skater still.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah. I wouldn't lie.
I remember they had Eddie from Iron Maiden in there, and
Spider-Man is now Activision. Okay.
So how the hell did they go downhill so much from like Spider-Man 2?
You got a good question.
Also Activision.
Yeah. So don't buy Colorblind.
Yeah.
I got McPixel.
I saw Rock Lee Smile play McPixel.
That game is crazy.
Yeah, it just seems really nonsensical.
It's like a point-and-click adventure game, basically, mixed with WarioWare. So, like, every world gives you, like, 6 levels, and each level is maximum 20 seconds long. And you have the same objective on each one, which is, like, to defuse this bomb or stop this bomb from blowing up the setting that you're in. So, for example, you might be, like, on an airplane, and there will be, like, you, a snake, an atomic bomb, and a shovel. And you have to, like, interact with the ingredients there, the elements there, in a specific order in order to get the bomb to not blow up. So in this case, you have to like first get the shovel and then kick the atomic bomb into the snake's mouth and then beat it inside of the snake with the shovel. and then the snake will just explode, but the plane won't. So that game is crazy. I kind of like it, but there's times when I don't like it. I don't know. It's $5. It's baffling. But considering it's cheap, and it seems like there's at least a few hours of entertainment to be had there. I would recommend checking it out, at least just for its sheer bizarreness. It's pretty crazy. That was the first game, I believe, that has made it from greenlight now actually being distributed. 10 games got approved. I think this is the first one that actually is out for purchase now.
Oh, really?
Correct.
How much is it?
$5.
That's not bad.
Pretty cheap. Mac version as well. Game's
Yeah.
crazy. Played Trist. We talked about Trist a couple weeks ago.
I remember specifically you said don't buy Trist.
Well,
how is that still holding up?
the retail version came out because I was playing a pre-release copy, and the retail version actually has a single-player campaign. It's not multiplayer only. So I hopped into the single-player campaign, played a little bit. It's pretty hard, and I don't think it tutorializes things very well. But I've relaxed my opinion on Trist a little bit. You probably still shouldn't buy it. When I recorded my video of it today, there were only 5 people online, and 2 or 3 of them were AFK in the lobby.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for a multiplayer RTS, I think it's pretty obvious what game you should probably get instead of Trist if you don't have it. But Trist seems okay. I just worry about or wonder about what kind of audience it's going to find. There's mechanics that bother me, like your Marines can run out of ammunition, and it took me forever to figure out how to reload. It turns out there's enemies, when you kill them, drop these lightning bolts, and when you walk over the lightning bolts, it gives your soldiers ammo, which is crazy. Or you can go stand next to an energy generator, which would give you more ammunition. It's weird. And it doesn't tutorialize that at all, unfortunately. It's $25.
It's super hardcore, man.
It's weird. It's not as terrible as I thought it was, but it's a hard game to recommend when there are better strategy titles out there that have much wider reaches as well. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's okay. And what else? I played the XCOM Enemy Unknown demo. That game is going to be good.
Oh yeah?
You guys know XCOM?
No?
I hear bits and pieces every once in a while, but not too much to kind of get an overall feel.
Seen your tweets about it saying you've enjoyed it, but I don't know.
So, I didn't play the original XCOM games from the 90s, but as far as I know, they're fan favorites. And the gist of the game is that it's turn-based, squad-based, tactics strategy. There's a lot of hyphenated words.
Yes.
But it's like Frozen Synapse.
I was actually just gonna ask because that seems like it, except I'm pretty sure that these graphics aren't the same as Frozen Synapse.
No, it looks like a AAA title. Not to say that Frozen Synapse looks bad, because I think stylistically Frozen Synapse looks really good.
Right.
But yeah. So it's like that. Only you maintain a squad of soldiers, and it's soldiers against these aliens. So these aliens might have unique morphologies or body designs, unique abilities, different kinds of weapons and stuff like that. And the cool thing about it is that your squad is persistent. So I could have a squad and be okay, this is Commander Ryan, Lieutenant Josh,
Ding Chavez,
Private Mike. Sorry, and I don't know, Private Jeff Osborne as well. And then, so I could take them through a level, and after every level they get experience based on how they did, and you can upgrade them. You could specialize them to be support or heavy weapons or snipers or stuff like that. But
yeah, you could
if you're
do that in FTL.
Yeah, exactly. But if your guys die, they're dead for the length of the campaign. So
oh no.
You could have all these really high level soldiers and then lose them and be oh man, my best friend just died.
Yeah, don't make Jay Smith until you understand the game.
You're gonna be my first guy.
No.
You're gonna be cannon fodder.
All the red shirts of your XCOM game.
Exactly, yeah. They'll just keep naming them variations of Josh Smith. But the neat thing about it is that it's not just this squad based, that's the action is turn based, you get into flank enemies and stuff like that, and then you try to shoot at them, and the shooting is done turn based as well, so it's not real time you actually aim. It's just you click on the enemy and it gives you the percentage chance that you're going to hit them, percentage chance you're going to crit and stuff like that. Right. But let's say you kill an alien, then you can get their weapons or get whatever remains are left, and depending on how damaged it is, you can take it back to your research lab, and then your researchers and scientists will be able to make alien technology that you can use for your weapons as you move on. And you can put bases around the world, like shoot down alien UFOs and stuff like that, and then investigate them. It just seems like a really like wide scope strategy game.
That sounds awesome. It's like Ender Games and like the Forever War meets like Frozen Synapse. That sounds so sweet.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. The demo is available on Steam. 5.5 gigs for like a half-hour demo, but that's all assets, I'm assuming.
Jesus.
Ass.
And yeah, I had a lot of fun with the demo. It reminds me a lot. It feels kind of like a roguelike. Like it's not in the sense that like it's not like your runs are going to be an hour long and then you're going to restart. But as I understand it, you can like get to a lose condition in the campaign. Like maybe you invest like 10 hours in the campaign and then the aliens just take over the world and you have to restart, which might sound unforgiving, but I'm kind of into that.
Whoa, that's like super hardcore mode, but could be worth it. Yeah, that sounds, interesting enough. Do you know how much it's going to cost when it comes out?
Yeah,
Is it like a full title?
Yeah, it's AAA. I think it's $50 on Steam.
Oh, wow, damn.
So it's from 2K.
Oh, okay.
So it's not just like a no-name studio.
Cool.
And it's also developed by Firaxis, so like the Civ guys.
Oh, so yeah, it's got some decent name to it.
It's got some clout.
Yeah. Got some clout.
Yeah, so I've pre-ordered that, and I'm pretty psyched for that. Comes out first week of October, second Tuesday in October, same day as Dishonored.
Rock.
Yeah.
All right. Sweet.
What else did I play? I'm coming to the end here. Played a lot of FTL. I think I mentioned that already, though.
Mm-hmm. Assface just died.
You playing FTL right now?
Yeah.
This guy.
Don't worry, I'm listening. I just it's good background because you can pause it very easily.
And I'm playing a lot of Natural Selection 2 still.
It is such a weird game.
I love it now. I mean,
I love how we talk about it every time, and you're just like, yeah, I like it a little bit more, and like, I like it a little bit more. I'm just like, I still don't understand what the hell I'm doing, but I think every time I do have a little bit more fun with it, and so yeah, I think I'm starting to grasp like generic concepts, but it's so frustrating for me to, one, be not very good, but then two, on top of that, we have a commander that doesn't facilitate commanding at all.
I'm good enough now that I know when we have a shit commander. Like, I'm not good enough to be that good commander, but I'm good enough to be like, oh, this guy's an idiot.
I was a commander one time.
Yeah, we both commanded a couple of times, and it went horribly.
Well, I commanded after someone left commander state already.
Yeah, it was like a lost cause already.
Right, and so all I could do is just give our people help and ammo. But I was pretty good at doing that.
Yeah, you built some sentry batteries and stuff, too.
Yeah, so, I had something going on. But yeah, obviously that ended in a horrible loss. But yeah, it just sucks when someone's not there to, like, guide me in a way that I need to be guided. I need to be caressed. Someone needs to hold my hand through this traumatic time in my life. But no, there's no such thing.
Well, you see, like, the first long time that I spent with the game, probably like the first 90%, I was just playing as like the basic alien unit, the Skulk, which is like the one that can climb on the walls and stuff like that, and like the Marine with just like an upgraded shotgun or like the assault rifle or something like that. But now I've become good enough that I can like save and ration my resources, and then I can become like that big angry centaur, the Onos on the alien squad.
Oh, nice.
As well as I spent a little bit of time with the mech on the Marine side. And that's where things get like really fun, because that's where it becomes like you versus, depending on how your team is organized, like 5 aliens or 5 Marines at the same time. And that's like really your high damage, like we're going to destroy this structure, like we're going to go for the win right now. So it's neat when you can actually get a good coordinated team. But anyway, we've talked a lot about Natural Selection too. I'm still giving it 2 thumbs up. I want that game to get a wider community. It's active online, but usually there's only like 6 or 7 servers that are really bustling. I want to see like 100 servers going at all times. The game's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And we've all been, I don't know if Fox has, but you and I have been playing some Borderlands 2 over the past week.
I love the shit out of Borderlands 2. I think it's such a fun game. I've loved and I enjoyed the first one, and I'm really it's just building on top of what the first game brought to the table, and I'm having such a ball with it.
I haven't played it yet. I started and made a character. That's as far as I got. And then I went and got food, because food makes me hungry. I get hungry and food fills me. But no, I want to have I want to dedicate a lot of time to it this weekend. It's kind of from what I hear, people are getting really into it and stuff like that, and I don't want to play it for like 10 minutes at a time or 30 minutes. I want to play it for like 8 hours straight.
Yeah.
So I'm saving it up for the weekend because
everybody's saving for the weekend.
It's a good song.
It's a great song.
Yeah.
Who's that?
How do you like it?
Who does that song? Loverboy.
Terry Crews.
Loverboy.
Yeah, it's Loverboy.
Yeah. I don't think I have as much time in Borderlands 2 as you guys, or as you do, Josh. I've got more than Mike, obviously.
Don't my Steam account. I mean, I just left the game up like accidentally for extended periods of time, so there's not actual.
I have
but
6 hours, and that 6 hours is spread over 2 characters. So I have like 2 characters 3 hours into the game.
Okay, yeah, I'm probably a little bit further than that. Maybe, I don't know.
Have you met robots yet? Like,
yeah, I just got robots.
Oh, okay, so we're at roughly the same part, actually.
Right, and so what happens for me is I joined in the game with you, and I started doing missions to help you out.
Right, yeah.
That we didn't record, and then our mutual friend of the channel, Jay, his actual name is Jay. I got to play Borderlands 2 with him, and I helped him do some missions and stuff. So I do all these missions like that I haven't got to yet.
Yeah.
And so like for me to come back, I still have to do like some of my own stuff.
Yeah, fair enough. And you do have the option of like jumping ahead to the missions you've completed, but
right. Yeah,
it's a bad idea.
I've been kind of not doing that and kind of doing that. It's just kind of on and off. I do whatever the hell I want. It doesn't even matter anymore.
We've got a badass over here.
It's a game, like, I like it, but I need to spend a little bit more time with it. Like, I think, like, my series, I got the same philosophy as you. I'm not Let's playing the whole thing. I just wanted to show off a little bit of gameplay. And it hasn't really caught on, so, we'll just let that kind of die.
Let that simmer, or let it die out. Yeah, that's fine. And, I don't have, like, I might finish it, and I think that'd be fun to get Borderlands under my belt. But it's such a game, and I only have my one character, and it's the character I'm doing like my Let's Play with.
Yeah.
Which kind of sucks because when I want to play Borderlands, I just want to play Borderlands. I don't want to like stop every half an hour to like end the recording, everything like that. And so, but I don't want to get burnt out from it as well. And so I think that I would do that if I made another character and just like kind of powered through it like I would normally do. So yeah, I don't know. But I'm enjoying it for everything that it's worth right now. And it's just, I don't know. This is like my kind of game, I feel.
I like it. I think we should, find a way to play some more co-op as well, because that's like not necessarily for recording, but just for like my own personal enjoyment. I would love to play some co-op.
Yeah, like Josh and I were talking about, even theoretically how you would record it. It's just not really feasible from a time perspective to do like a full-on co-op play.
God, yeah.
Like we were thinking maybe every once in a while we might just record a couple of episodes when it's easy and we're all playing together, but definitely not like a full playthrough because
basically impossible.
I think I think what Josh said too. It's like one of those kind of games where I just want to sit back and like I said, play for 8 hours on my own pace and not have to worry about entertaining people and stuff with that sort of thing, because it's such a massive game. You're just going to drive yourself crazy.
Right, yeah, and like I just really kind of want to immerse myself, but it's not, quite possible to do that, because if I was doing it at my own pace, I would so be like, farther back for as much, time that I've spent with the game already. I really enjoy, loot getting and just kind of exploring like pretty much every inch of the area, but I can't really quite do that without boring people to tears.
Yeah,
so.
absolutely.
That's true.
But yeah, I think, I like the pace that I'm setting right now for my Let's Play, and obviously I'm like skipping like points and pieces, but I think I'm following the main story kind of, pretty good, or pretty well. We'll see.
Do you guys want to, let's talk new releases quickly before we get into news.
Yeah,
Sure.
okay.
Okay, so I don't know why, but there's like no AAA releases this week.
Ever.
There was Dead or Alive 5.
Not interested.
Yeah, I've heard that it's like really not that good. Is this like the year for new additions to fighting game franchises?
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Yeah, you're.
I've just played Tekken. Dead or Alive 5 is now out. There was Skullgirls. Obviously, we don't need to go into this. Persona 4 Arena. So anyway, that's out. I don't know who's into that sort of thing. Not really my style. Jet Set Radio came out on PC.
I want to play this.
That could be good.
I love Jet Set Radio Future. I never got to play the original. I need to get in my groove and play that.
Yeah, I remember sitting and watching my brother play it, and I kind of hated it for whatever reason, but I never played it, and I think I need to give it its due. Because a lot of people really loved it. Like, I remember it was getting, like, 9s and 8.5s and shit. Like, good critically acclaimed and stuff like that, but I guess I just didn't appreciate whatever the heck it was.
I hate cartoon graphics.
I'm going to quickly go over the Steam releases from the past 2 weeks.
Do it.
So we got Trist, FTL, F1 2012, Borderlands 2, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater HD, Jet Set Radio, Dream Pinball 3D, Torchlight 2, Testament of Sherlock Holmes, Train Simulator 2013, Air Conflicts Pacific Carriers, Dogfight 1942, Anna, Garshasp Temple of the Dragon, which is the sequel to Garshasp, the Monster Slayer from last year, Colorblind, The Amazing Spider-Man, McPixel, a GT racing game from 2003, and Castle Crashers.
Castle Crashers. How the hell did that come out without like telling anybody?
4 years after its release on the PC or on the Xbox Live Arcade.
Still $15.
Yeah, people are pissed about that. I don't really care though.
Yeah. Does it include all the Xbox Live downloadable content?
No, I think you have to buy it yourself.
That is butt.
Well, like, there's downloadable content that you can buy on Steam, I should say.
Yeah, it's only 99 cents each. But still, come on, that's...
I don't know, man. I don't care.
It's worth it. I mean, the game was worth $15 when it came out. And if you haven't got the chance to play it, it's still worth $15 now.
For sure.
I'm not sure. It's like... I don't know. Do you guys plan on buying it?
Yeah,
Have
probably.
you bought it? Yeah?
I'm going to do a video on it, so I might as well. Or it's the opposite. I'm going to buy it, so I might as well do a video on it.
Right, there you go.
Okay, so other releases that we've seen. So what did they say? 26th. Okay. There was some DLC for Darksiders 2. FIFA 13, Pro Evolution Soccer 2013. Bunch of Kinect stuff. Joe Danger 2 the movie. And hell yeah, Wrath of the Dead Rabbit came out today.
I played Hell Yeah at PAX East. It wasn't too
I played it today.
Yeah.
I got my code for it, and I think I kind of like it.
Really?
I like the art style, and that's what originally drew me to the booth. And I played it, and maybe I was like rushed because at PAX you're always like there's a bunch of people around you, and I always feel like I'm taking someone's time by playing video games, which is stupid.
I know the feeling.
But, that love and feeling. Anyways, I got to play it a bit. Probably not enough to really give it a good.
I feel if you have like 5 minutes in hell yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
The whole game? Okay.
I don't know. I remember...
Yeah,
go ahead. Sorry. I was just going to say, we watched... Your girlfriend was playing it at PAX. It just didn't appeal to me for whatever... Like, we both kind of came to the conclusion it sort of reminded us of Rascals, but, I mean, it's hard to say without actually playing it. But...
Having played it, I kind of dig it. It's for anyone who's not familiar with hell yeah, it's basically like it's an action platformer. But the gimmick is that you basically like nude pictures of you ended up online, and like 100 monsters. You're like the Prince of Hell. Like 100 monsters in hell have seen them, and you have to kill all 100 monsters that have seen and looked at your nude photos. And the way
sounds
that
like Constantine.
Yeah, it's pretty much the exact plot of Constantine. The way that you kill them is like you have like weapons and you have a drill that can be used to drill through the landscape, and you get like guns and missiles and stuff like that. So these enemies are basically all like mini bosses. So you fight them and you like take their life bar all the way down, and then there's like a mini game that you go into, like a WarioWare style game where it's just like, crack the egg, hurry up, find which one has the T-Rex in it. And you're like, oh, good, what do I do? And then, I swear to God. And then, or it'll be like, start the fire, and you'll just have like a spinning wheel with an A button on it, and you have to hit the A button when it's in the right timing window. Game's crazy.
It's pretty wild.
What's cool, I mean, I like, it's got some variety in that sense, and it's definitely a game that's like style over substance. Like the mechanics are really simple. But I don't know, I kind of dig it. There's also a mechanic where, like, after you kill each one of these monsters, they get sent to the island, which is, like, your prison. And then you can kind of, like... It's a mechanic that seems a little superficial, but you can like allocate those monsters that you've basically taken in as slaves to like work in your mines or like work in your laboratory and stuff like that. And every once in a while when you visit the island, they're like, hey, we accidentally like you allocated like 18 monsters to work in the mines and we've produced like $1,000 for you now. Oh, cool. Or they're like, well, we accidentally discovered this new weapon that you can get. I'm like, oh, that's neat. So I don't know if I would recommend it, but it's crazy. It's a lot like McPixel, I guess.
Well,
Except like an actual platformer.
Yeah, there's like, you can move and stuff. It's not just a point and click adventure.
You can move and stuff, don't worry.
You put it on the back of the box. Mists of Pandaria came out, the World of Warcraft expansion.
Yeah.
no.
I never played it.
Don't.
Yeah, who knows?
I hate
It's
it
not our
so
style.
bad.
Fox hates
I
it.
put
wow,
like
that's-
13 hours
What-
into it already. Gotcha. I've never
got us.
played. I remember back like probably 6 years ago or something. I got like an official Xbox magazine, and it had like a free trial to World of Warcraft for like 30 days. And it's like, all right, whatever, I'll try it. For whatever reason, it wouldn't let me register though, and so it's like, well, fuck it.
You've had a sour taste in your mouth ever since.
Yeah. Oh God, how do you put out a fire in your door bay room?
Walk into it.
No, because I can't open my doors to let the oxygen
You got
dissipate.
send 2 dudes in to take care of it.
I did, but the scout jumped away anyways. A bunch of pussies. So much for that fight.
And other notable release, Tokyo Jungle.
Oh, who was telling me that game was?
Me.
Yeah, that was you. Okay. But somebody told you, and then you told me, right?
Yeah, well, Tokyo Jungle, it's a game that's been developing sort of a buzz. It's weird. It's a roguelike set in post-apocalyptic Japan. All the humans are gone. So your main character that you start with is like a Pomeranian dog. And
Yep.
you, like, your goal is to survive for as long as possible. So you start in like this urban wasteland and you gotta like hunt down birds and stuff and eat them, and then you grow, like fight other dogs and, you know, hide from larger predators and just try to survive. It's so, you know, similar mechanic as FTL or Spelunky. Like once you die, you lose all your upgrades. What's super weird and crazy is that like you can unlock other animals. So you can like play as dog first, but then there's like deer and like various species of dogs and fucking dinosaurs. Game is very strange. I believe it was $60 in Japan, but it's on PSN for $15 for American and I guess North American, possibly European audiences.
European.
If I had a PS3, I would probably check it out because it just seems absolutely crazy.
I'm gonna definitely buy this weekend. That's another game I want to download and look at, just because. Why not?
Yeah. Let me know how it is,
I will not do that.
please.
All right, you got it.
Thanks.
Do we have any news? Actually, one second. We got to talk about upcoming releases. Silly me. Coming out next week. Resident Evil 6.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know. Wouldn't you consider that a AAA?
Oh, absolutely.
Why wouldn't you?
Because he said earlier there are no AAAs coming out.
Oh.
No, that was this week.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
My
And I guess all there
apologies.
was. Well, there were AAAs this week. FIFA
Yeah.
and I guess Dead or Alive and the World of Warcraft expansion. But still, a pretty light week overall.
Yeah. Nothing substantial. I don't know. Are you guys getting Resident Evil 6? I
Nope.
played 5.
No, I'll wait for it. Oh, I'm definitely not going to get it full price. I played Resident Evil 5 with co-op with my brother. I enjoyed it, but we beat it in like a day, and I don't really plan on spending, $50 on a game that I'm not. I'm gonna play it
Yeah.
once I'm gonna play it through once, and just that was.
Well, that was the same thing. My housemate back in university bought it. We beat it. Played like half a day. Played another half the next day. It was okay, but I had no desire to return to it after that. I mean, there were a couple frustrating things in it, and it just didn't really grab me. Like,
Yeah.
Resident Evil 4 is obviously kind of people like put that as like the pinnacle.
right.
That was good. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I hope it does well, and I hope people who are fans of the series enjoy it. I just don't think it's my exact cup of tea. I never really got in. I didn't get into the Resident Evil series. I mean, I've watched a friend play through 4, and I played through 5, and now 6 is coming out. But yeah, I didn't play 1 through 3 at all.
War of the Roses comes out next week. That's probably the most high-profile PC release. That's like from the guys who did Mountain Blade.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like a medieval, like massive multiplayer combat simulation. So think like armor.
Is that the one with
hand-to-hand.
the real time or like the realistic sword physics?
Yes.
Or is that another game?
I believe so. There's War of the Roses, and there's another game in a very similar vein called Chivalry. So it could be either of those.
Okay.
There's not really that much else coming.
Not like next week.
But the week after that is big with XCOM, Dishonored. Worms Revolution, I guess.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that.
the Kinect Fable game.
Oh,
Orcs and Men.
friggin' Fable, man, it's pissing me
I
off.
requested a copy of Orcs and Men.
It looks pretty badass.
I haven't gotten it yet, so
Well, I mean, like
reserve judgment.
the concept.
No, they're
I mean,
assholes.
there's a bunch of orcs and there's a bunch of dudes and like you're fighting. Seems kind of neat.
So let's talk about
might
news.
be
Anyone have any big news?
PS3 is coming out with a slim model.
Yeah, I saw that. A lot of people were arguing. It just pissed me off. Like, oh, the PS3 doesn't have a disk drive. It doesn't accept discs at all. And they're like, oh, this is the end of Sony and stuff like that. And people quickly
Wait,
like,
the new model doesn't have a disk drive?
yeah, I haven't looked into it after that, but from the image I saw, I'm pretty sure, and other people saw it, it's got that little icon with the line and then the triangle over top, like the eject.
What?
Like what an eject button looks like? The little symbol?
Okay, yeah.
People pointed to that on the console. They're like, there's an eject button right there, you ding-dongs. They just couldn't tell that for whatever reason that there was a slot or the tray or whatever for the disc.
There's no word anywhere that says that there's no tray.
No, I know. There's nothing that says there's no tray. People were just like, oh, it doesn't look like there's a tray. And just a bunch of fear-mongering and drama. And it's like, how would that make any sense of them removing physical media from a different model of the PS3?
Wouldn't that be great if it was just like an accident the engineers didn't notice until it shipped?
Guys, we've made a horrible
get a lot of complaints about people who say that they can't put their games inside of the console. Oh, god damn it.
Joby!
that would suck, but I mean, people were speculating just download only for the next gen of consoles, but then I'm pretty sure Sony and Microsoft are like, no, we're staying the discs. I think it's probably next generation is going to be a buffer generation for that sort of thing, because a lot of people could do without them. But a lot of people can't do without discs, especially, depending on your internet. I know I wouldn't want to.
Oh my god.
But
days before you get anything.
I don't know. That's Sony Slim models. I'm sure they're going to see a surge in some sales and stuff like that. But
speaking of Sony and digital distribution, they announced earlier this week that they are going to have AAA titles available for download cheaper. Some AAA titles available for download on day one of release, cheaper than retail copies.
That is so awesome.
Thank you. There's catches.
Oh, no.
You have to be a PlayStation Plus member, which is $50 for the whole year, and you have to pre-order the game, so you can't just get it on day one. You have to pre-order it first, so prepay basically. And the discount is not super substantial. It's instead of paying $59, it would be $53, or instead of $60, it would be $54.
The thing with PlayStation Plus is you do get access to a lot of free games as well. They're not normally free, but they give them to you for free and stuff like that. There is I need to play my PlayStation more. I've kind of neglected it the past while, but
I think it's awesome. This promoting digital distribution like this, it's a kick in the ass for Microsoft, who we've talked about this several times before, but the worst digital distribution platform.
Yeah. I wish they weren't so bad at what they did.
Maybe with Sony doing this and stuff, it'll just be another nudge to internet service providers. And have you guys read about Google Fiber at all? It's what's the down? It's like 1,000 times faster than normal broadband, and it's $70 for the month, and you get a terabyte of storage of cloud storage,
Whoa.
1 terabyte, and you get like all these channels and stuff like that, like TV channels, and they give you like an online PVR or some shit for that. Like, it's an incredible deal, and some people are like, yeah, all these other internet service providers are like shaking in their boots because they're not doing anything.
Well, they should. Like ISPs has been like all they do
Rip
is
off, man.
make.
Oh, yeah.
Everything has just been going down the tubes,
It's
except like their profits.
it's so bad, and they just some other company or entity, whatever, just broke a record. A single line of fiber, they transferred. It's like a terabyte per second or something, like over 53 kilometer span of distance or whatever. Like, it's crazy. 1 terabyte and one. That's over a
That's
single
pretty fast.
like piece
That's damn
of thread
fast.
of plastic, essentially.
Right.
So I'm excited. Like, technologically, we can do this. There's just a bunch of ISPs or asshole bitches.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
Speaking of Microsoft's terrible distribution model, Mark of the Ninja that's coming to Steam October 16th.
I'm gonna get
Nice.
Get it. Everyone should get it.
Okay.
That game is real good.
it's one of the highest rated games of the year so far. Period.
I'm glad that it is making its way to a platform where it's probably going to get some advertising,
Recognition.
some recognition,
Right.
and more sales, because I've heard that it's not doing super well on Xbox Live Arcade right now.
No.
Which is a damn shame, because it's a great game. Everybody, if you're listening to this, wondering if you should buy Mark of the Ninja, you should buy Mark of the Ninja.
Buy it.
And for everyone bitching about, like, oh, when's Fez coming? When's Trials Evolution coming? When's Spelunky, the new version of Spelunky, anyway, coming to the PC? Well, Mark of the Ninja had, like, 3 weeks between its Xbox Live Arcade release and its PC release. So, vote with your wallets instead of bitching, and go buy it on the PC.
I like that idea.
Me too.
Great game.
Good
One of my
stuff.
favorites of the year.
You're my favorite of
Oh,
the year.
that's nice.
Every year.
welcome.
When's your birthday?
What?
Have you not seen Hot Fuzz?
I have.
You know, when they're in the bar and he's like busting those kids for being underage, and he's like, "When's your birthday?" He's like, "February 18th," and then he's like, "What year?" "Every year." Get out. So good.
Do you have other big news?
Um.
Wii U's launch games were announced. Like, the actual
Oh,
ones
yeah,
that are
yeah,
going
I'm
to be
trying-
available on launch day.
I was very depressed reading that.
Oh no.
I'm not excited
What is
about
it?
it.
The
no.
only thing that really I was thinking like Pikmin 3 might be all right.
It's not on release day, though.
No, it's like one of those maybe November
Launch
releases or
window.
launch window. Oh, okay.
Till
All
March.
right, so here's the launch titles. Assassin's Creed 3.
It sounds like you're saying ass in, not assassin.
You did say ass in.
It's not a
Ass
big
in
deal.
Ass Creed 3 comes out. This is November 18th, Wii U launch day, but it comes out earlier on every other platform. Batman Arkham City Armored Edition, Call of Duty Black
came
Ops
out last
2,
year.
Darksiders 2, Disney Epic Mickey 2, The Power of 2. Okay, now we're just getting ridiculous.
Yep.
On Wii U too.
ESPN Sports Connection, FIFA Soccer 13, Game Party Champions, Just Dance 4. I think we've all found a title in there that we love.
Game Party Champions. It's the only non-sequel.
Okay, New Super Mario Bros. U, Ninja Gaiden 3, Nintendo Land, Rabbids Land, Scribblenauts Unlimited, Sing Party, Skylanders, Tekken Tag 2, Sonic and All-Stars Racing, Transformers Prime, Warriors Orochi 3 Hyper, which has been on my radar for so long, Wipeout 3, Your Shape Fitness Evolved 2013, and Zombie U. So it's like
Wipeout.
20 titles going to be available.
I like Wipeout.
Let's wipe out the racing game,
Yeah, man.
not wipe out the game
Love
where
that.
you fall on your face.
What? Oh no. I like those racing games. They're like futuristic, and you like on like floaty kind of.
Yeah,
things.
their studio
Similar
went
to
under.
F-Zero, I suppose.
Didn't it? Like, I thought that studio went under, but they're like, well, we've got Wipeout 3 done, basically. We'll just release it anyway. Wait,
Yeah, why not?
But then I clicked on Wipeout 3, and it's like The third game based on the TV series.
What the fuck is it?
The one with the balls that you jump on. It's like Most Extreme Elimination Challenge.
Oh,
MXC, man.
I think that is Wipeout 3, the TV show.
well, that ruins my day. Well,
So I've been thinking, like, okay, Assassin's Creed 3 I'll probably get on Wii U just because there's not a lot of other options.
ooh,
Like, there's a ton of other options for where to get Assassin's Creed 3, but for stuff to get on Wii U, there's not a whole lot
but
of
you're
other
gonna get
options.
like something that's on everything else.
Yeah, just to try it out, you know? Like, get a feel for it. I'm not going to get Arkham City, because why? It's like 2 years old almost. Or right? Almost a year
Yeah,
old,
but
I
it's
guess.
so good. I'd get that.
I got it on
guess
PC
not.
already.
Oh, do you like
I
it?
haven't played it.
Man, you're a scum.
Call of Duty Black Ops 2, whatever, Darksiders 2. If I wanted to play those games, I probably would not play them on the Wii U.
But you're gonna get Assassin's Creed.
Well,
on
Darksiders 2 I would
Wii.
just get now on PC. Because by the time it comes out on Wii U, it'll have been out for like
Wii U.
6 months. So I'm thinking, like, I've pre-ordered a Wii U. What I'm going to get, probably... I'm going to get New Super Mario Bros. U. I think that's probably a no-brainer.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to get Assassin's Creed 3 just to, like, have a AAA third-party title to check out. I'm going to get Scribblenauts Unlimited. And I'll probably get Nintendo Land, I guess, because that's the other one they're pushing hard, so I got to at least see what's up with that.
Wait, doesn't your console come with it, or you got?
Oh yeah, you got a good point. Yeah, it comes with it.
So
Nintendo Land.
So yeah, everything. Nothing else there interests me.
Oh, no zombie.
Game's
use?
bad.
Game's bad.
you get it anyway, man. We'll play it together. Oh wait,
What's Harmonite?
What?
what?
Never mind.
Yes.
I'm on some Japanese website. It doesn't make any sense. Don't worry
Harmonite?
about it. Yeah, it's on NintendoLand.com. And just disregard everything. It's a rhythm-based Harmonite developed by the makers of Pokemon. May eventually come to North American and European eShop. Speaking with IGN, the legendary Masuda, don't know who that is. He's the producer of Harmonite, whatever.
Remember
that
when
is.
you told us
Express.
to ignore everything you were saying?
Yeah, keep doing that.
Give-
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Do we have-
Harmonite.
do we have any other
It's a
news?
game. NintendoLand.com is a weird place.
Don't go to NintendoLand.com.
I did. I don't want to be here anymore. All right. Grace averted.
No more
Nudes.
Huh? Well, go ahead.
Nudes.
Nudes?
No, nudes. Are there any more?
Nah, I can't think of anything.
Yeah.
I don't know. We've been going. We want to do a few questions.
Yeah.
Should we do?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I've got the old Twitter-oni up. What do we got here? Northern Lion, will you duo karaoke with Michael A.L. Fox?
In real life, sure. For YouTube, no, because our channels will get fucking like copyright strikes up the ass.
It's true.
Who's ass?
Hey Jew.
That just cost us $5,000.
It's true. And 5 years in prison. If all you guys could... What?
No.
No, that's not a good question. Would you rather fight 50 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck?
That comes
I
up
thought about
in
this.
Reddit all the time.
It does.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't see it, but
50 horse... 50 duck-sized
I
horses.
would want to see the horse-sized duck.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to fight it. I just want to like hang out with it. Maybe feed it like loaves of bread or something. I don't know what a horse duck eats.
Definitely, if you from a fighting standpoint, 50 duck-sized horses, I think.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Why would you want to fight them all? I mean, can't we just like hang out together?
This is the animal
Feed 'em
kingdom,
like a
man.
bunch-
It's a Tokyo jungle out there. Everyone wants to get their fill.
You get a bunch of baby carrots and feed them all.
It'd be so cute.
It would
I
be,
know,
yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Horses love carrots.
That's
Okay, next question.
if an actual zombie apocalypse were to come out, which of you would survive the longest? and why?
Are you reading out an order, cocksucker?
Yeah, I am. What are you gonna do about it?
Oh, all right.
That's by my bro, Bacon Boy.
I love
1349.
Bacon Boy.
I know everyone
He's
loves
doing
Bacon
some good
Boy.
fan art.
He's amazing at fan art.
Wait, so what was the question again about zombies?
If an actual zombie apocalypse were to come out, which one of you would survive the longest and why?
I think I would survive the longest.
Good bullshit.
Because I would just kill you guys. Like,
no.
All right, so it depends on the context.
in my DayZ videos, I'm a ruthless motherfucker. If someone is next to me and I worry that they're going to steal my can of baked beans, I just pop them in the face when they're not looking.
True, but if it came out like right now, like right fucking now, Fox would easily win. He lives in Saskatchewan. There's no one around.
That is true. Second of all,
is it descending? Is there going to be like a case 0, or is it just going to be like an airborne plague or something?
Zombie apocalypse.
Either way,
where
does
does it
it sounds like shit's
Where's
going
it
down.
localized?
It localizes in Toronto.
it doesn't matter. Even if there were zombies here, I think I have a pretty decent setup because one, it's just my house surrounded by a bunch of trees and shit, and there's like stable. We got a gun. We've got I got Stan.
Don't you have like a pellet gun?
That's
It's
your
a-
downfall, man. The gun, Stan's gonna shoot you and then chop you up and put you in the freezer.
Stan and I
That gun's gonna be a
are
W.
team workers, all right? There's no reason to kill each other.
Yeah, sweet meat for like 2 years.
They got chickens.
Dude,
Do you
we
get-
got
do you have a
chickens,
cock?
eggs.
Do you have a cock?
No, but we could get one. Damn you. What was I gonna say? We got tons of like farm equipment. We got lawnmower with like super blades and shit.
Okay. I was
Fire
taking
pits.
it from the perspective of like all 3 of us were in like the same room when it broke out.
There's no
so we all
reason
have
why
like the same starting conditions.
we wouldn't have to compete necessarily. We could actually work together.
Maybe you could. Briefly.
Either way, people comment in Spelunky, they're like, dude, you're logical. You think these things through, man. You're too short-sighted, Northern Lion.
No, I'd just murder you guys and then I win the bet.
And you would still die.
Yeah, but I'd last the longest to answer Bacon Boy's question.
Wow. Stupid, your pride. I hate your pride. Okay, can we go? Let's go on to another question. Okay, wait, let me scroll up. Will we be seeing any FIFA 13 versus matches for Saving Progress?
No.
I would lose.
I'm pretty sure I'm the only person on the podcast that has like any experience with FIFA.
I would play it, but yeah, it's like fighting games for me. Well, I used to play a lot of EA, like sports games back when I was younger, hockey, football, baseball, basketball, soccer, but then I just kind of stopped.
If it's not NFL Blitz, I'm probably.
No, I used to be big into like the FIFA games, but I haven't played them for half a decade, so I'm pretty sure Ryan would just trounce all over me.
I'm okay at FIFA. I'm alright.
You're not that good.
He's being modest.
Anyways,
How did you do? No. What is you terrible? No.
Why do you get to be the gatekeeper on the questions, man?
Well, you can ask some, but
Let
I'm
the
just,
people have their voice.
I asked one of them.
if
Josh
you
asked
want
me
me to
how to
ask
order
all the
them.
questions, I can. But some of them, you know, we gotta get some good ones too related to video gaming. Okay, we got this. Here's your other question: Desert Island. Who would you eat first?
Ryan.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'd eat Ryan. Okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
you're eating. Sorry, buddy.
Is Poison Mushroom coming back for another season, Ryan?
Maybe.
That's a wonderful answer. I like.
That's by far my most asked question. I'm not sure what happened if like everyone has like a biological clock, and after like 4 months with no poison mushroom episodes, it just like starts ringing for people. But I like 2 weeks ago almost never got that question. Now I get it like 4 times a day. Is it coming back? Maybe. I'm making the episodes faster than the worst games ever made are being put out, so it's difficult, but maybe.
What else we got here?
There hasn't been any worse games that come out recently. You've had to play some pretty bad.
You just
Yeah,
go
the
to
problem is I
Xbox
cover
Live.
them
Xbox
cover
Live
them-
indie games.
like let's look at style, and then it's not my first impressions when I actually play it for poison mushroom.
All right.
It's telling you, Xbox Live indie games.
I know, man, I know.
No, I know you know.
He knows.
Um,
Oh, you didn't know?
Oh,
he didn't know.
All right.
What's your opinion on partnerships, not partnerships, such
Well, actually, it could depend.
such as Machinima or TGS and their influence and contribution to YouTube?
I think it's pretty awesome how they like pay all my bills and stuff.
That's a bonus. I don't know. I think in general they've brought a pretty decent amount of the whole gaming community to YouTube and stuff like that. I mean, a little more, I don't know if you want to say coordinated efforts. It's just like beforehand, before these gaming partnerships, things seem kind of sparse, but I don't know what to say. I think it's cool because you see a lot more of like people playing through games and shit and showing their own experiences, which is fun. People like watching that. I don't think it's really been necessarily negative. I mean, there are negative things. Like, everybody wants to do Let's Plays and stuff like that, which is sometimes not good if, like, you're not committed to doing it. Then you're just kind of cluttering up YouTube. You know what I'm saying, guys?
I know what you're saying.
Yeah. It's like, don't half-ass it. I don't know. Whatever. It's a hard question to answer. Plus, there's conflicts of interest with Ryan.
Yeah.
You asked
Although
I think it's pretty awesome how I get paid for doing this. I like that, that element of the partnership.
Yeah,
Machinima's been great to work with. I have no complaints on that end on a personal level.
Mm-hmm.
That's the end of that. Everything's copacetic here. It's all good.
All right. Next question. This is a good one for Ryan. Ryan, are you happy that a lot of your success came from a single game? Which I don't think is necessarily true, but or would you have preferred to get well known for a variety? Because I mean, you first came pretty big with your Meat Boy.
Yeah, well, it was like Meat Boy, then Terraria, then Isaac.
I mean,
doesn't matter to me. There's already like such a huge element of luck in like getting noticed on YouTube that I'm not gonna sit here and be like, well, I wish my incredible dose of luck came differently. Like,
no, that's true.
Right? Yeah. I mean, you just gotta be freaking like grateful for what like you've accomplished already.
Exactly. Yeah.
So yeah, kudos to you, brother.
Here's a question. Thoughts on Steam being threatened with legal action by the Germans if they don't let users resell their digital games and slash stuff? I think that's an interesting topic because there's, with like iTunes as well, when you buy a song or something, you're actually not buying a song, you're like leasing it for 5 different machines, and people are like, what happens when you die and you've got a collection of 100,000 songs or something, or several movies or things like that? Can you pass that on to somebody?
100,000 songs or several movies.
Whatever. Shut up. Just answer the question.
So the difference between like $100,000 and like $30.
So, dude doesn't like movies. He's just. But I mean,
yeah, I'm not a. Yeah, just give everyone your passwords when you are about to die. Crisis averted.
Pass 1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a freaking lawyer. I have no idea what the Germans are doing and what all this argument's about. I mean, do I think that you should be able to sell back your shit that you bought? Maybe.
No, not sell back. It's to like resell to somebody else.
I mean, no. Yes. Sell your damn hard drive to him. Who cares?
I would love it because I get all these press copies and I play for like an hour. I could get like a second income.
Yeah.
It would be super immoral.
Yeah. Right. But I don't know. It's interesting because it changes the dynamic of the ease of buying and selling online, because like now if you want to sell anything you have to like either like talk to someone or like you have to go to like a pawn shop, But this, you could the dynamics of the internet just makes everything a lot more open. I think it would hurt a lot of people that are publishing and creating this content if everything was just like resold. I don't know, just because it'd be a lot easier. I don't know. I guess I could see where people get like both sides of the argument, but I'm going to, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, my feelings exactly.
Yeah, I mean,
whatever. It's in Germany. I don't buy or sell used games anymore, but I don't have anything against it, and I don't live in Germany, and I'm not Steam, so I'm not being threatened with legal action. So.
Yeah, so whatever happens, I really we can't even say.
What
if
if
it's like, well, it's gonna fucking happen no matter what we do. Some outcome's gonna come out of this, or maybe there's gonna be no outcome. Who the hell knows?
Knowledge of non-knowledge is power, man.
Stop quoting
that. He only did it.
No,
once.
I've heard it like 3 times in the past 2 weeks.
I don't.
So bad. It's like once every 4 days. I've heard Gangnam Style more than that.
Oh my god. Most liked video on YouTube.
Yeah, it's popular.
It's got like 300 and some million views. Yeah, okay, let's just think of how much money that is from advertisements, right?
$600,000 roughly.
That's it. And that's with the lower CPM. Lower.
Yeah. All right. Good job, team.
Nick was asking, well, it's kind
friend of the site, Broccoli Smile.
Yep.
I already mentioned him. He doesn't need another. No, I'm just kidding.
The man who needs no introduction. Well, do you think the new Super Slim PS3 looks cheap and crappy? Kind of hard to say.
I corrected him. I told him that was a loaded question.
My bad. What I meant. What do you think of the new Super Slim PS3? Yes, I see that. I don't. I looked at it. It kind of looked the same general shape. It's not as fat.
I heard it has no disc tray.
I heard it's slimmer.
I don't care as long as the hardware inside is okay and it fits in a shelf comfortably and it doesn't have a loud ass fan and it doesn't fail. That's all that matters to me with a console
important.
hardware.
Yeah, I have no problems with people remaking their consoles.
It's fine. I mean, yeah, you want a smaller form factor, that's cool. More efficient. Kudos to them for that, I guess. There's nothing wrong with it.
Huge precedent from Sony on this, too, because they've done this with the past 3 generations.
Yeah.
And Xbox did it with their new one, Xbox Slim. So, yeah. And damn Nintendo has done with their handhelds, except it makes them bigger pretty much every time. So the opposite effect. But, yeah, I mean, it's come to the point that it's sort of expected to see another version of the same console come out a few years down the line.
I think they found themselves in a difficult spot right now because like Vita is tanking pretty hard, and the PS3 is lagging behind pretty substantially behind the other 2 consoles in terms of like install base right now. So I don't know really what their strategy is, but I think that they find themselves needing to take like some drastic action in the next generation to try to get like back in the race, basically. Because I'm not a business analyst, but I think things might be a little bit more dire for Sony than most people think. Like they're a clear third in the race right now, and I don't know how expensive the Vita was to make, but
they got some great freaking games for it, which is the only. It makes me sad because I don't have a PS3, but they have a bunch of games that I think I want for it.
Tokyo Jungle.
Yes, sure, why not? No, the Uncharted series and God of War, Metal Gear. Are they making anything? Is Team Ico doing anything? Was that Last Guardian canceled?
No,
I think that's still coming.
It's coming out. Yeah, I'm excited for that actually.
Yeah, it's been coming out for like 5 years.
God.
That's what they do, man.
Yeah. I don't know. And the Last of Us, everything just there's a bunch of games that seem cool, but then I just don't know why I don't like the PS3 controller, to be honest.
I don't mind it.
Maybe.
Oh.
I don't like the analog sticks. They feel loose to me.
It's because they don't have the little dimples, so your fingers slip a bit more. I think that's what a lot of people complain about. It's understandable. It's not a lot of grip, not a lot of friction.
I need the friction.
Gotta have the friction, man.
Gotta have friction.
I don't know.
Let's take one more question.
All right. Well, the last one I see is another Sony-related question from Nick. Well, there are other questions. You guys want to ask a question or not ask one, but pick one? Whatever.
Hold on, let me open up TweetDeck.
Yeah, same.
What animal is Smith since he doesn't have
I
one?
knew he was gonna pick that.
It was the first one I saw, I swear.
Yeah, right.
Well, it's like Nick, then others Eggman, and then Nick. Well, his Twitter picture, hunky potato skin is an egg.
What was I gonna say? Smith is definitely a sea cucumber.
Oh, thank God. That's such a great thing to be. Can I just be like a dude?
Dudes are not animals.
Why not?
Because.
It doesn't make any
Here
sense.
we go. Ask SP. How come Gearbox won't drop any shift codes? Right? We're all thinking it.
What does that even mean?
You know. Gearbox.
Shift
Shift codes.
I fucking hate Gearbox for not.
Why
shift
won't they
coding
drop
me
any
out.
more shift codes?
I want them to drop all.
As
the shift
I
codes,
understand it, Gearbox is holding a bunch of shift codes.
and they're not dropping.
Yeah, like the good kind of drop, I guess. Like a
Why
base drop.
Why are they holding all the shift codes?
You got a good question.
That is a great question. That is a good question to end on.
Yeah,
Do you agree?
I'm done with you. Let's get out of here.
You're done with me,
I agree.
but you're done with me.
No, I'll see you next week.
I hope so.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks.
Thanks. Before we leave here, we should
I mean, this is your.
make sure to check out the forums for more zany commentary like this, sort of. Forums.savingprogress.com.
Yes.
Check it out. If 10% of you register, that'll be more people on the forums. I'm not very good at math, but that's
how.
something to
But
check
that's
out.
how it works. Yep.
Yeah, there'd be a bunch of people on the.
I mean, we had one dude get his account deleted, so we need someone to fill that
I-
spot.
Yeah, I deleted it. He came to me and he was just like, "Hey, can you delete my account?" And I said, "Okay." And then I was like, "Do you want me to delete all your posts?" And he said, "Yeah," but I didn't do that because he posted on a lot of threads.
Well, it's
We
hard to
need that
delete
activity.
posts. You need context.
No, it was just that they wouldn't make any sense if I deleted all his
Yeah.
posts, so I just deleted his name.
All right.
Did he say why he wanted to get deleted?
Nah. I asked him, and he's like, "I might be back." And I said, "Well, I'll see you later."
Curses.
And then I deleted him.
All right. Well, thanks for joining me, Josh. Where can we find your, pitching your wares?
You can find me pitching my wares on youtube.com/jsmithoti. And then you can also find me on Twitter, which is twitter.com/
I know.
jsmith_OTI. And it's not actually spelled out underscore. If someone else is doing that. You can actually use the key for that.
Which key?
Foxy Mania, where's your wares?
I am on the YouTubes at youtube.com/Michael A.L. Fox. And I am on Twitter.com/Michael A.L. Fox. That's cool. So yeah, go hang out with me in those places. We'll have some beers and
I got friends.
All right. As always, thanks for joining me, guys, and we'll see you next week. Thanks for listening to the whole thing.
peace.
Yes, you are awesome. Someone just skipped back here.
That's cheating.
Do it again.
What?
Bye, guys.
Bye.